when we left it, the door opened and the dead captain appeared, and that's where we left it. I do believe we're mid-fight. At the moment, you've got your cards and you got your bennies.
But I'm not on the map.
Oh, yes, you are.
Oh, good. You moved me there. There was on another map a minute ago. Yay! Got it.
Right. Yeah, so conviction. She'll spend a penny to maintain her conviction. Yeah, so she is just going to. She is literally going to grab the pirate in front of her.
Hola. Hola.
Hello. Oh, that'd be Linda Carmichael, wouldn't it? Off hold and dealt in on the combat. Okay, so as I say, Sophie Lawrence just reaches in, grabs hold of this one of her crew, and yeah, let's see what happens then. She put it subtly. She literally just grabs hold of him and rips his head off. Not literally, but you know, almost. In the meantime, Bright Rose Pirate number 4 is going to step out of cover, fire the fletchette gun at Morgana. Leaving Morgana shaken, and then he's going to step back into cover. White Rose Pirate number 6. He's exposed, so he's literally just going to take advantage of that. Morgana's been shaken, come up and stab her. Missing. Morgana defends herself. Okay! But remains shaken. I haven't heard her talk yet.
Oh, I'm here. Take the shaking off me.
Certainly.
Well, since he just attacked me, I'll have to attack back. Yeah, that's going well.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, you basically in the middle of that fight, you lose your balance and you overextend, leaving yourself vulnerable. John Smith goes, "Don't worry, Morgana, I'll help you." And comes running forwards to there and fires his hairy revolver.
Got a hairy revolver, is he?
Heavy, I said.
Oh, I thought he said hairy. My ears.
The gunshot. So, yeah, he fires his heavy revolver in the space station. Another bullet whistles down the corridor and fortunately impacts into the armor of the pirate, shaking him.
It's funnier than hell that you Brits can't even understand each other's accents.
No, it's not. It's my ears. It's not his accent.
We're both Londoners. Well,
yeah, we are. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I have a different accent. Over
no,
there.
what are you talking about? We both have exactly the same accent.
Yeah,
actually, I'm from Surrey, but anyway.
yeah, well, same thing. Yes, exactly. What?
Yes.
What?
Yes, I sit here in my hace.
Hace, yes.
Okay, that White Rose Pirate is just lying on the floor, stunned after. Can't remember who stunned him, but someone did a good job on him. And Doc goes on hold because he isn't here. Deckard, you're up.
I have a more fundamental question. How many how many fate chips are we supposed to be starting with?
As many
And
as she had in the middle of this fight last time.
okay, and the same number of power points as well. Then
Afraid so. Well, mid-fight.
okay, so we didn't lose power points from after taking a break, because usually we lose chips. We lose power chips. I mean, fate chips or whatever they are.
Yeah, bennies. But yeah, no, I said basically
Pennies.
I'll let you. Yeah, basically because it was mid-fight, you keep your
Oh,
adventure
okay.
cards, you keep your adventure cards, and you keep your bennies. Which does mean if you play an adventure card now, after this fight, I'll redeal bennies and adventure cards. So you technically get an extra play if you've got a card you can use today.
Oh, okay, great. Okay. Sorry, I think it was Deckard's turn. Whose turn was it?
It was Decker's turn.
And he moved.
And he moved.
I'm coming. I didn't want to interrupt anybody. That's all. So,
Okie dokie. But at the same time, obviously, any bennies that I left at the end of this fight, you can instantly spend to recharge your bennies as if it was the end of a session before I give out new bennies.
I think you might have killed him there, Deckard. What do you reckon?
And are we gonna? And you're gonna?
So, yeah.
We're gonna draw new cards at the end of this combat as well. Is that what you're saying?
Adventure cards. I am indeed. Yes, you will. New adventure
Oh,
cards
okay.
in this combat. Because we literally. It was it was a good place to leave it on a cliffhanger, but it was sort of mid-fight, so I said I would treat this as the end. We're technically playing the end of the last session before we start the new session, if that makes sense.
Yep.
From a bennies and cards perspective, that is. Well, Deckard
I was just
definitely,
wondering.
Deckard definitely bolted him to bits.
Well, which one of you is a spellcaster?
Yes. Linda is.
I guess
Linda and Deckard and Jinx, although as characters, I'm not sure if you worked out Jinx is anything special yet, but obviously as players, you know he is.
I mean, Deckard's a breaker, right? So.
Yeah, Linda and Deckard are breakers. Anyway, Roger, you're up.
Okay. Not working.
Roger is going to step around here. He really doesn't want to deal with Sophie. He's going to step over here and shoot at that pirate that is attacking Morgana.
Okie dokie.
Just prone to stun.
I'm trying to give this power surge card to Linda Carmichael, but it's not letting me do it.
That doesn't completely remember what the context of the fight is. Like, who the hell is Sophie? It sounds like the pirates are baddies, but who's Sophie? Is she the head of the Marines?
She's a bad guy.
She was a body we found floating in space, took on board our ship. After we landed on this planet or station or whatever, a weird series of murders started happening among her old crew. We were questioned about it, but they let us go for the moment. Then we encountered the pirates, and then her. And remember, when we found her, she was floating in space with no spacesuit, frozen solid. So.
And now she's moving.
Examined her, and Doswell made sure to let me know that she was dead.
Oh yes, she was most definitely dead. Yes, she was deader than dead, as most people are without spacesuits in space. But
she
right
joined
now,
the Bleed Choir Invisible.
Indeed, for a dead person, she's actively mobile and freakishly strong. As I say, she just practically pulled the head off one of her ex crew. Anyway, Linda, you're up. You and Hibity sort of just basically running down the corridor late to the party, as it were, because obviously you were obviously checking something else.
Yeah, we were checking something out back at the lab. Yeah.
Yeah.
Finbar Saunders.
Okay, now I have.
Dark Knight.
I
There you
suddenly
go,
have.
Morgana. Thanks for the recap.
You're welcome.
Linda suddenly has 4 cards. Is that correct? What happened? Did you just deal out cards? What happened? Did she get another card somehow?
Didn't you play something that meant that you
I
got an
have.
extra card, and then you also took that edge?
Yeah, basically,
Well,
yeah, you got
but a
given.
moment ago, a moment ago, I did not have 4 cards.
No,
Yeah, Himini gave you
just
one.
gave you a card. Himini gave you a card.
Oh, right. Okay.
Actually, you technically, yeah. And then what's happened is I need to play that, but then I need to give Himini a card back.
I had the ace
There's
card,
the
didn't I?
option. Well, yes, but that was me giving it, but it didn't work. So what's?
Oh, are you giving him one of my cards? Because I have the ace card.
Yeah, you get to choose one of your 4 cards and give it back to Himini.
I was going to play that ace card next go anyway, so
I know, but
I
was going to
I've
play it my
duplicated
next move because I'm going to run towards that girl and then attack her and without a penalty. See?
Okay, where's Himini's character? And can I drag the card to his character?
You have to drag it to his portrait in the top left of the screen.
Doesn't seem to work there.
Okay,
Well,
I'm going to give it a shot.
Give it a shot, yeah.
Here.
If it doesn't work for you, I'll give it a shot.
Okay, dragging, dropping.
Yeah,
It worked.
Looks like it worked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, didn't work for
Excellent.
me.
Woo!
Okay, that works.
That's absolutely fine.
I am going to. Can play cards at any time, right?
Yes, play like Benny's adventure cards are played by the players, not the characters.
I'm trying to remember how to. Oh, control. How do you target again?
Yeah, control click does it. Yeah.
Control click. I'm not sure I'm targeting. It doesn't seem to show.
You were.
Oh, I was targeting.
Yeah. If you hover over yourself, you should see it. If you hover over yourself, you should.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Doesn't show when you're just. Okay, you got it. So I'm gonna blast her. I assume is there a wall behind her? I can't map the ends. I assume there's a wall.
Are you sure we want to kill her?
Standing in a doorway.
She's already dead. Just finish her off.
So I'm gonna blast her with Havoc then. I think that's the right one. And I'm gonna give it. Maybe I can slice her in 2. That'd be nice. She's outside the door. Is she standing outside or is she inside? I mean, or is there a wall behind her? That's my question.
She is standing in a doorway, but I should point out that I don't think you've got line of sight. Oh, unless you have it. Yeah, I don't think you've got line of sight to her because of large crates between you and her.
Oh, okay. Well, I can move first then. Oh, I kind of have line of sight. I could if I just move over here, I think.
Yeah, that's fine. I agree with that one. Yeah.
No, are we in a spaceship or is she standing outside?
You're on a space station. If she was standing outside, then you'd all be blown into space.
She's standing up. So this isn't going to hurt. This is actually going to hurt her. That's the problem. Because she has to have a wall behind her. That's the thing. I don't have massive.
There's
a corridor. She's standing at the end. There's
a
corridor behind her. So
that was my question.
Yeah. So I misunderstood you. Yeah.
So give her. So it's going to cost me. I'll use all my power points, I think. So 2 plus 2. I'm going to make her. Let's see. Hinder. No. I'm going to hinder her. So that's 5. Don't think I need range. I will use selective, I think. I can't. Sorry, I have a small screen today. Where is she? You know what? I don't actually see her now. I saw her before, but now I don't. Oh, this is weird. I had line of sight.
Just unclick your token, then you'll see everything.
Yes, actually, that's it. that's the point. If you can't see, you don't have line of sight. That's the point. Yeah, so you might have
But
to
I
run.
did see her before when I didn't
No,
have line
you
of sight.
no. That's the point. You've got party vision, which means if you're not clicked on your token, you can see what other party members can see. But the point is, you personally won't necessarily have line of sight past these crates. So you either need to get down to about there, or you'll need to get to up there. Because if you physically can't see her, yeah, so you're gonna probably have to run because
I can't see her through the thing.
No, they're very tall crates. That's the point.
Oh, sorry, this turn is
Why we're
taking
all
way too
hunkered down
long.
behind him.
This is kind of ridiculous.
Don't worry about it, dude.
It's okay. Don't worry.
Play around a tabletop takes an hour to do one round.
Okay, let's.
What map are
I'll
we
try
on?
moving there then. And
Just
if I
double
can see
click
her,
on
I'll
your
blast her.
token on the
Otherwise, I'll
combat
blast.
tracker and it'll open.
Thank you.
Okay, there we go. Blast her now. For 2.
Except you're gonna have
I don't need selective. So 2 plus 2 plus 1 is 5.
Why is your pace 4? Oh, you're in combat.
Plus 6. So I'm going to blast her for 6.
Okay.
And where is the I have a small screen. Okay, here we go. So blaster for havoc. I think that did that hit then?
Yeah, 4's a hit, yeah.
4 is
Okay.
a successful casting, yes.
And I'm down to 1. It's not going to matter in a moment.
Hang on.
I'm going to.
Okay, yeah, because it's area of effect, so that's okay. So, yeah. Place a medium blast template, anybody within range, which is in range. So, yeah, you hit her, that's fine. So, right, what did you do? You did, well, she's distracted by.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I did everything I could that seemed useful. So fatigue for 1, slow, hinder for 1, and strong for 1. And then this was all havoc. So blast her into the corridor, blast her against the wall. Oh, and then I didn't target it, but I targeted in front of her. So that she gets blasted into the.
Okay, I know I'm touched by this.
In fact,
video.
I'll aim for just to the right of her so she gets blasted down the corridor. Further away than she has to recover. Oh, do you want me to roll the 2d6? I think it was 2d6.
Yes, please.
Okay. And oof, not that big, but whatever.
What's that?
So I
30
drop
feet,
it. I drop it about where the blood splatter is, the right edge of the blood splatter.
How long would hinder last on an instant power?
Only 2
Power
weeks.
modifier.
It's been 1 week since you hindered me.
Woohoo! A target slides some way. Caster can hurt into pace. Power modifies.
If you get that song stuck in my head, I'm going to be angry.
Oh, was I at a minus because I ran? Do I need to spend a Benny to make a success?
I'll let you off, don't worry.
Okay.
Power modifiers are selected each time power is activated, may change the UV. Okay, a number of common modifiers. Caster must declare which modifiers they're using before rolling their arcane dice. Unless the modifier says X, it may be applied to any power, but only once per casting. Power masters last for the duration of the spell or until the end of the target's next turn in the case of instant powers.
Okay.
That's fine. I just couldn't remember how long it lasted. So, okay. So she is hindered pace -2. She's distracted by havoc. Okay.
Question for Deckard. Deckard, how many power points do you have? Do you need more power points?
I have 12 at the moment.
Well, I have a card to replenish them, so I'm going to either use a card for myself or use a card for both of us. Let me know.
Oh, well, shit. If it's available. Oops, I just blew the stream. Sorry. I just lost it. Yeah, I mean, I'm down 8. I could use them.
Oh, okay. Here we go. So I'm going to play a card right now, and it is the regain. I'm going to do the Martyrs card. Do I just drop it in the chat?
Yes.
And I don't know if that worked.
He did. All
What is
player
that?
characters.
2d4 damage on me because I cursed?
No. All players and characters. Okay, so basically, if you have power points, roll 2d6 and add that to your PowerPoint total. I cannot exceed the initial number. So Linda gets 10 power points.
Okay.
Deckard gets 7, and Jinx gets 9. So you all three of you get obviously that many power points back, but it can't exceed your initial starting number, as it were. Right,
Done.
I need a corridor because someone decided to blow someone through them. Bloody man.
That's the spirit.
Well, she'll get up and come running back through, won't she? Yeah.
Well, yeah, but someone wanted to go chasing after her, I seem to recall.
Right,
Can I request an interrupt?
No. I've dealt you in. You're on the 2 of clubs.
No, that's Jinx.
Oh, sorry. Oh, Doc. I apologise. Sorry, Doc. I didn't realise it was you. I apologise. Yeah. Of course, you could request an interrupt.
So I actually want to move to there.
That was Doc on hold, isn't it? Shelby, he's on.
Then
he was.
Play this card.
I put him on hold.
I request an interrupt.
You may not soak wounds from his attacks the rest of the encounter, but you immediately draw 3 adventure cards and keep one of your choice. Okie dokie. Okay, Doc, adventure cards. Here we go. You get... Oh, that's the wrong deck. You get the Villainous Verbosity, you get Desperate Time, and you get Turncoat. So you have to instantly play 2 of them and keep one of them.
Play 2 of them, or just ditch 2 of them?
Well, you can't. The only way to ditch it's technically what I say play 2 because that's the only way to ditch cards, if that makes sense, to drop him into chat. But you're not actually playing them; you're putting him into chat to dispose of them. If that makes sense, yeah.
It'll make sense eventually.
Indeed. In the meantime, I'm taking advantage of he's got to read the adventure cards to work out where. Then I go there. Then I can go to floors. I can go over to here. I can go to paint. Switch. I can drag that to fill. All right.
So then I'm playing this. And I'm yelling down the corridor. And I'm saying, you're outnumbered, but I don't think we need to be at odds. Come out with your hands up. There's none of your crew left out here. And let's talk this out.
Wait, did she take damage from hitting the wall?
That never works.
That was the intent.
I know, but unfortunately I rolled 2.
Oh, okay. Thank you for checking. Could I detonate that then? Could I have been the damage?
Hey, well, now I've had to add a corridor in. Right, there's a corridor added in. Okay, you play Turncoat. You hear something? Oh, you're talking to the guy at the end of the corridor, are you?
No, I'm talking to, well, not guy, but gal. Sophie.
Who? Sophie?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's dead, so I don't care.
Yeah. Playing Turncoat usually works on playing it on the minions, not on the big boss. Uh, so, do you wish to retcon that and play it on the White Rose pirate who's watched all his buddies get killed? I don't know. Hang on a second. Let's have a look. Demon, no plot points, another campaign, Savage Tales. I can't remember.
Can you make a charisma roll on that?
Yeah, it really. I'm just going to remind
Charisma.
myself what her feelings are to the party. That's all.
We did pull her out of deep space. Allow her
Well,
to.
for the record, she hadn't actually attacked any of you until Linda did, so that could be interesting.
And Linda just pushed her back.
She did indeed. Okay, well, you played the card. We'll see what happens. Himiny, you're up.
Doogie dooby dooby. I'm going to do that Benny thing you do.
You can do the Benny thing you do. Oh, okay.
That thing, yeah. Rolling on a Benny, yeah.
Running on a Benny, yes, even though, yes, it's not official, but I allow it anyway. Go for it.
Okay, let's see if that gets me. Actually, that won't. No, yeah, that might work. Go on. Go there.
What's up?
Oh.
It would have done until someone blew it down the corridor.
Oh, yeah. Does that work? Does that work? Then I'll do that, so I'm automatically going to hit her with the weapon I throw her.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, the doc convinced her that you're on. She's on. You're all on the same side, and then you ace. Go for it.
Oh, do I? Okay. All right. Did I hear the doc? Did I hear the doc? Oh, I was thinking, why did Linda pushed him back? Who was the guy she killed?
A pirate.
Oh, she killed a pirate.
One of her crew.
Okay, I'm going to unplay the ace card then, and just
And you heard me say you've taken care of your crew.
I was running forward of it. Oh, okay, I heard that he killed a pirate. Or she killed a pirate. So I'm going to not play the ace card. I'm going to.
Oh, I don't know. You've played it, so what are you going to ace instead, mate?
Get the pirate that's running away.
I'm going to, instead of running up there, I'm going to run here.
Right. You were there. There you go. Let's retcon the whole thing back to the start. There you go. Okay.
That was a good tape machine.
And I'm going to hit him with my attacks.
Okay. Which you automatically hit with a raise. So turn on the extra damage and
the raise
turn on
button.
the raise damage.
And now I'm going to kill him.
Roll the damage.
And then it's going to come back to me because it's that good a roll. Is that enough to kill him? Yeah.
It is indeed.
I think he's not a wild card.
And that gets us to Jinx.
Okay. I'll move towards what's going on. I don't see any other enemies, right?
You don't. It all seems quiet. As it can be with alarms going off and klaxons in the distance. But it seems quiet here.
There's no flashing lights.
Yeah, for teamwork.
Just imagine them on the screen. Woo, woo, woo.
Who are you going to support?
We have such great teamwork.
Okay.
Yes.
So
do you want us to make support rolls or something? What are we doing?
Well, no, he's basically using his work the room to give support rolls. what I'm going to say is, while everyone sort of hovers to see what's going on, Sophie Lawrence, the White Rose pirate, walks into the room, ignoring all of you. She walks up to the body, the unconscious form. Well, actually, that one took 4 wounds. The body lying on the floor there, and with a single, puts a single round through the brain pan of that pirate, and then marches back this way, walks down to here, does the same thing. I was over here again, does the same thing.
His head's gone. He didn't.
Basically, after she finishes shooting everyone, she just stands there staring at you all. What do you do?
Hello.
Yep. Hello.
We rescued you from space.
She speaks Inuk.
What do I know about her?
You were dead then.
Indeed. I have no beef with you. If you have no beef with me, I'm just going to reclaim my ship and head back out into the dark.
Hold up a minute. You know, we've gotten questioned and we're under suspicion of the murders that you committed. Not real happy about that.
I concur. What can you tell us?
Not a lot. What do you want to know?
Why did
Make
they
it
turn
quick.
on you? Why did they turn on you?
Why does any pirate crew turn on their captain? They think they'd be better off under a new captain.
You don't
Obviously,
think
that didn't work for them.
you don't think there's another reason?
I don't really care. Basically, I suggest you either make yourselves scarce because this station does have good security and they'll most certainly be on their way. I hope we never meet again, but if we do, we shall see how it goes. And with that, she starts striding off down a corridor.
Oof.
Wait a minute. How do we deal with the fact that we're already under suspicion?
I don't think she's going to be able to help us one way or the other.
Can I stun her to stop
Well, we
her?
best make ourselves scarce then, innit? Come on. There's no cameras in here, are there?
Body we find floating in space, we leave floating in space.
Can I stun her?
No, she just strode off. She's just strode off. Be honest. At the same time, while you're considering that, you can see running down this corridor, as in haven't reached you yet, a large number of heavily armed Hellstrom Industries security guards.
Right, let's get the fuck out of here, everyone. Pardon my French. Let's go. Let's not
No,
hang
there
around.
There goes the stream.
And the bottom line being is that they've got security.
Don't cross the streams.
They've got security cameras everywhere. Do you think we won't be identified?
Oh, that's what I was going to say. I didn't know there's cameras here. I was AFK when we arrived on this station. Oh, there's security cameras. So then, if there's security cameras everywhere, they know that we didn't kill anyone, and she walked up and shot all the pirates after they were dead.
Yeah, and Hellstrom Industries is coming down the corridor. Not state. We've had trouble with the station police, but not Hellstrom Industries.
It's a Hellstrom Industries station. Don't forget.
Right, but we're here on their behalf, and it was basically the local sheriff that was giving us troubles, not the marshals.
Hey, what did one shepherd say to the other?
Indeed. John Smith looks at you and goes, "Get the flock out of here," and starts.
There you go.
To run down the corridor.
No, Morgana's going to throw down her weapons and wait for Hellstrom security because they can review the cameras. They're either going to arrest us or they're not.
Yeah.
Oh, they'll arrest you. They'll arrest you and then spend some time sorting it out.
Oh, they can spend time sorting it out because they're not going to let us leave until this is resolved anyway.
Right. There's nowhere. We're on a space station.
And we know that Sophie is now. Now we do know officially that Sophie's a pirate. We didn't know before. It was suspected, wasn't it? From what I was listening to earlier. Yeah.
Indeed.
So
right, okay. At this point, I am going to read.
Oh wait, if the combat isn't over, as the Hellstrom Industries people are coming at us. because I can only play one anyway.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I will allow that. So basically, yes, you are able to talk your way with the use of that card. You are able to talk them down quite sensibly. They review the footage without putting you to jail, and although the sheriff of the sort of public side of this station is less than happy with the trouble you've all caused. After all, you did bring a
A dead
Creature?
body onto the
station.
ship.
She accepts you didn't. There was no reason for you to understand that. Now, in the meantime, it takes just a few hours, thanks to the placement of the card, as opposed to a few days to get everything sorted out, and you're able to board your ship and be on your way if you so choose. In fact, John Smith is saying, you are still taking me to Lowry, aren't you? That's what he sort of
shit!
paging
This
off.
guy. Ugh.
I just
Well,
want to point out.
Maybe.
Would help me out in the combat. I mean, those people would have killed me.
They wouldn't have killed you if I'd have got in the way of him if I'd thought he was in trouble.
He's a customer.
He's a paying passenger.
Then yeah, I guess we're dropping him off.
Reset adventure cards. Does anyone want to spend any bennies for any reason before I reset them?
Do you want to
I spent
remove my
Linda.
vulnerable now?
Do I want to remove your
Linda.
vulnerability? Yeah. Linda spent it. Yes, I saw the card. Yeah.
And then she also spent love interest on the sheriff to accelerate our release. Or the
Okie dokie, no problem at all. That's not a problem. I completely understand. Right, bennies are reset, adventure cards are reset, and we could start the new session, as it were, officially.
boom. Oh my god, I got love interest back.
Linda's obviously a popular lady, is she?
Apparently. Making her moves.
Yes, so well, yeah, as I say, having sort of dealt with all that and dropped off the hitchhiker, now basically John Smith's going, well, I can see why your ship's called the Reckless. You really do attract interesting times, don't you? Well, what adventure are we for next?
So, are you confessing to something, John?
Confessing to what have I got to confess about? We're on our way. We're our way from Banshee. We're adventurers in the dark, aren't we? It's so cool. I'm so glad you let me sign up onto your crew.
I thought he was a customer.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, he is doing an infiltration job. All right, so off we go.
Now, it's reset as well because of the new session, or not at all?
Sorry?
Are PowerPoints reset with the new session, or not at all?
They will, yeah. Technically they will, yes, because
okay.
obviously if you're traveling, you'll be traveling for days through space, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Oh, right. Okay.
Unless something happens today, so we'll see. You might be unlucky.
Well, mine are already full because I played a card before we lost them, but
Absolutely fine. No, it's sensible use of it. Don't worry. It really depends.
okay, got it. That makes perfect sense. Depends on time.
Indeed. Yeah, you get 5 power points back an hour. John Smith's eager to see what adventures the crew of the Reckless can get up to, and at the same time he mentions Lowry again, or which is also known as Asteroid M4, which is where originally, when you asked him where he wanted to be taken, he named that as when you forced him for a destination. But it's really up to you what you guys want to get up to, really.
Okay, so John Smith is a potential recruit, or he's a customer?
If you ask him, he's a member of the crew.
He's not a potential recruit. He's not a member of the crew.
He's a passenger. We dump him at Lowry and be on our way.
That's where we're going. We're heading for Lowry.
Okay, can I have some common knowledge checks, please?
We're not on Banshee. Morgana doesn't have a clue.
Absolutely fine. Jinx, yeah, it would be common that Jinx would know it, and Deckard probably does, yeah. Linda probably less to a lesser extent. Lowry, very, very, very rarely used name Lowry for the asteroid N04. Most people just tend to call it Widowmaker. It's sort of as far away from I forgot the name of the bloody station. Introduction. Goliath, as far away from Goliath's belt as you can get. In other words, it's almost, it's orbiting through the belt directly opposite Goliath's belt. So it's quite a distance. But yeah, mate, as I say, it's a mining asteroid. The reason it's officially called Larry because of the original. I've lost his name. I have lost his. Oh, I'm on the wrong bloody section there. Widowmaker. Cost of living. I expect space. Settlement is recorded in most maximum documents as Lowry, but everyone in the belt knows it by another name, Widowmaker. Even when Frank Lowry was alive, most folks were calling that. He basically went out there, set the place up. And it's a very much rags to riches story, and then back to rags. And apparently, by the end, the story goes that he had gambled and promised all his money and resources and his properties away, that he even had to steal the gun he used to kill himself with. But it's, as I say, it's on the opposite side of the system, as far away Goliath's belt as you can. It's very popular with it's a ghost rock asteroid. Makes strikes, but equally so, quite a lot of people make a lot of money from the fact that basically that area seems to be high in that particular area around Widowmaker seems to be quite high in ice asteroids. So a lot of water is collected around there. Taken forward, see yeah, but wrong spelling. Good one anyway.
Oh, my bad. Okay, so
I shall still award one for the imaginativeness. So
like
it will
cracker.
indeed. Modules.
Larry's a painter, isn't he?
There you go. John Lowry was. He painted matchstick men and matchstick cats and dogs, didn't he?
Yeah, so that's what it's named after. It's named after a matchstick man. We're going to go here and find matchstick men on an asteroid.
And just to bring the small world together, David Lowry is the singer for Camper Van Beethoven and Cracker, and they sing that Pictures of Matchstick Men. That was the cover of the old song. So you said, anyway.
Sorry. Yes, indeed. Okay, it's a 17-day trip to Widowmaker from where you are at the moment, from Tunnel Station at the moment. When this is announced, John goes, "Wow, that gives us plenty of time to get to know each other better." Big grin on his face.
Morgana shoots a look at him and then heads back to the engine room. She's not
Just
messing
grabbing a
with this
drink
guy.
back in a minute.
Linda's going to do some research and read some science books. Use the time productively.
I will
Deckard's
spend
still
time with
confused.
this-
Sorry, go ahead.
I'll spend time with this client trying to get an idea of what he's up to, if he's just over enthusiastic, if he's troublemaker.
When pressed,
Oh.
he did. When pressed,
Subtly, not like interrogation.
no. I mean, when he was pressed before, you did find out main reason he was eager to get out away from temptation was of some local law problems, and he did offer 1,000 credits for the trip.
No local entanglements.
Indeed. But he did also assure you that he didn't kill anybody or anything like that at the time. And I do believe you did also do some investigation, didn't you? And to try and find the bounty on him, because he implied there was a bounty, didn't he? I seem to recall.
Yeah, and that's when we found a bounty on somebody else.
You did, but not on him. Yeah, you found the bounty on her, didn't you? Right. Oh yeah, there was a 5,000 credit bounty on what's her face, by the way. I think Sophie Lawrence. I think. So I wouldn't worry about that.
Wait, 5,000 credits on the pirate that just bailed on us?
Get me one.
I think there was. That's me off the top of my head. I can't remember for certain.
Jim Jiminy, Jim Jiminy, Jim Jim.
Oh no, that was someone else, wasn't it? Actually, I'm getting myself muddled up.
Yeah, there was a third party, if I remember correctly.
It was the third party, wasn't it? Yeah, but that basically, over time, as time goes on, she will accrue a bounty upon herself. I'm sure if she's a good pirate, but not good enough not to sort of be identified once in a while. But anyway,
I think she's going to be quite tough, and she pulled that geezer's head off basically. So yeah.
it was Theodore Winters, wasn't it? Sorry, had the bounty on his head, the Stone Cold Killer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one we got to worry about.
Well,
yeah,
that's why we let her go. I mean, she's not ripe enough. We gotta let her earn that bounty before we take her in.
We weren't going to attack her out of cold blood. Anyhow.
Well, I almost did, but then I remembered that as I was running forward, I heard, "Oh no, be on our team." All right, okay.
Well, I just want to say that Linda missed a session, so I didn't know what was going on. That's why I was
me
so
too.
confused.
I missed it as well.
That's absolutely fine. Right. You're about 8 or 9 days into the flight when you do pick up on. It's been long, slow flight through the dark. But you do pick up a distress beacon going off somewhere out there.
No, first we ditched the passenger.
Have we ditched the passenger yet?
No, we haven't. We're halfway there.
We're en route.
You're halfway to Widowmaker at the moment.
Okay.
I don't trust this guy.
John's going.
Wait a minute. You're the pilot. You're the one who has an obligation to respond to distress beacons.
Not the
pirate.
No,
you're the engineer.
And actually, I'm not sure. I don't think we're living in the Expanse universe where you've got to respond to distress signals. Have we? Have we got to respond to distress signals?
It's very much
an obligation.
Kind of think it is in general.
Well, yeah, I've just realised.
As long as we're not putting ourselves at risk necessarily.
Oh, we're not. DOS wouldn't do that to us.
Oh, yes, I will.
Yeah, I can't believe you lot all survived that Temple of thingy. I'm going to kill all my players if I get them through that one. They're all going to be dead.
I'm just too nice a guy. I'm just too nice a guy.
What's
Yeah, how
that,
can you
war,
survive
you
the
mean?
Temple of whatever
of
it's called?
Horrors.
Yeah,
He's
Temple of
talking
Horrors.
about Temple
No
of
one
Horrors.
died. I mean, they should have put their hand in that thing and all died.
We haven't finished.
Oh, good. Kill them
They
next
all
week. Kill them next
survived?
session.
I'm telling you, Asarak will fuck you up.
Sounds like something's wrong with that
I missed that. I was
adventure.
camping with the kid, but
I'm
you know,
not going to hear another word about almost saying the bad word when I even manage to stop myself. When these guys are just tossing it around like confetti.
What's the bad word?
Yeah,
What the
I'm
fuck are you
going to
talking
start. I'm
about?
going to start making people pay bennies from now on. Right, I need bennies from anyone who's dropped an F-bomb.
Oh,
Come on.
No,
Asarak.
there's got to be a word. You can't take away bennies without having a way of awarding them back, you see.
Asarak's the bad word. He's copyrighted.
Anyway, let's get on with this
Let's just
fracking.
watch-
Let's
as I say, I'm
let's
just annoyed
fracking
they-
rescue this
They're supposed to
fracking
work
ship.
their way. They're supposed to work your way through that whole dungeon and get to the final encounter, and then we get to see who's best at playing joust.
And you get the old Atari out, and everyone's got to play Joust on the Atari, yeah?
Never was very good at that.
Joust, there's a blast from the
That's the
past. I
best
used to
game
love
ever.
that game.
What?
Anyway,
It's also a direct Ready Player One, isn't it? Because basically,
Yes.
Team of Horrors is in the book version of Ready Player One, and that's how you win the first key. You had to beat Asarak at joust. So, well, the official answer is, of course, there is no requirement to respond to distress signals, but at the same time, if you're ever in a situation where you put out a distress signal, you hope someone
right.
responds to yours.
so I
Is the-
think we should act like we're like pretend
Are we
we're
heroes?
we rescue these people, but be prepared to kill them instantly because they're probably pirates. Okay, you just got to treat
determine
everyone
our-
as a pirate, including us.
We determine our spatial intentions with this decision. Are we heroes?
Yeah, I'm buried in the engine room, so I don't have
Yeah, we
to-
are heroes. We're heroes of Banshee, and we're going to rescue these people, but we're going to assume they're pirates as well.
Yep.
So we're going to have someone ready. We're going
pirates.
to be ready to fight and ready to kill
We
them.
need to determine if we can.
Don't
find out
assume the
where-
worst of everybody you meet.
First,
Yeah,
let's find out if we know where the distress beacon is, because we're only hearing it. We don't have a location yet.
Triangulate. Who's piloting?
Because if
They're
it's
Somebody
Colors.
knows this stuff.
John Smith's the pilot. He's more than happy to fly the ship for you.
No, he's not. No, he's not. I'm just going to grab him by the shoulder and
Roger,
squeeze
Roger,
very
Roger.
hard till the bones crunch together and go, "You're not flying this ship ever." Yeah.
Roger's
Just
our
a gentle
pilot.
squeeze on the shoulder.
Yes, but you can't have him flying 24 hours a day when he needs to sleep. I'm more than happy to
No,
do it. You know,
no,
I'm a good
no.
pilot.
I'm going to squeeze a bit harder.
Autopilot.
I'm going to make the bones
Autopilot.
grate in his shoulder.
Can we incapacitate this guy?
Yes.
Yeah,
The doc immediately
and
says
keep him
yes.
in the dispensary till we get to Lowry.
I suggested that earlier, but it was
I'm all for it because I don't trust this guy, and if we let him pilot, God only knows where we'll
Yeah.
end up.
But that shoulder squeeze, it should have. I mean, he's going to have he's not going to be able to use that arm for a few days. I squeeze it so hard.
Why don't you grapple him and then let the doc?
He
shoot
goes,
him up
well,
or
if you
something?"
feel that strongly about it, then I won't pilot the ship. But just know that if you needed if something happens to your pilot or something goes wrong and you need me, John Smith's your man. Big cheesy grin on his face.
Okay, thanks, John Smith. I'll remember that, and I'll shake his hands. And when I shake his hand, I'll crush the fingers a little bit so they really hurt as well. So the bones rub together. Yeah.
Every
just
single
mean,
time,
aren't you?
No, I'm not mean. Because if I was mean, I'd have thrown you out the airlock. Yeah.
every single time he says his name, Linda wants to do an intuition check to see if he's lying.
Oh, he is
He
lying.
ain't lying.
That's not his name.
I knew an accountant called John
When he
Smith
says John
once.
Smith that time, and it says, "Look, we all know that's not your name."
He goes, what about? His smile cracking slightly.
Actually, listen, I don't think we should trust him at all. I think I should knock him out and put him in the brig.
I think he's a monster magnet.
Yeah,
You've
he
You've
could-
got a brig on this ship? I didn't see that.
yeah, it's called
Oh,
called
cool.
the airlock.
Now,
Oh,
that's
no.
really not very nice.
Yeah, well, you're annoying me now. You know what I mean?
And think of it this way: the brig is called Jamestown, so you'll feel right at home.
Okay, but you got to remember that the only reason your mechanic is still alive is because I saved her life, and
No.
this is how you repay me.
Listen, I would have saved her life. I'd have taken a bullet for her, but you just were lucky and shot someone that was. Yeah.
I'm a valued member of this crew. Why?
Right, I'm going to knock him out. I've just got to knock him out. I've got to knock him out. Sorry.
Knock him out, then
Wow.
load him up with drugs that keeps him in a coma till we drop his ass off at Lowry.
Oh, look at that. I missed. How can I miss hitting that twat?
And not just me.
And
Right,
the Benny.
okay.
He's worth it.
He
It's a
can't.
crit
He's
failed,
critically
dude. You
failed.
can't Benny on the crit fail.
Oh.
Okay. Right. Okay. So I
And
think
you
this-
see
at
this
point-
enough. Just take a swing and just absolutely fall on his ass, right? Just trying to, take a swing.
I should have done an unarmed melee attack instead of just fighting, shouldn't I? But yeah.
Well, anyway, it looks like we are absolutely having to go the whole hog here. So now I wasn't going to worry about it before, but now we're into a situation where we're now into a situation where I'm going to assume that because everyone's talking that you're all in the vicinity. So here we go.
Well, we would open a channel to Morgana.
Deckard, where's Deckard? I'm missing Deckard. There's
Well, this
Deckard.
party's gotten really violent since
Morgana's
last year.
Morgana's in the engine room at the moment. Okay,
Yep.
so Hibidi, you basically basically what happens is Hibidi, you basically trying to yank John Smith out of the pilot seat. He just jumped into to show what a great pilot he was. Is where you basically try to grab him. He sort of thrusts you off. You fall forwards onto the controls, basically causing a full burn of the ship, and basically locking the controls temporarily from.
Well, luckily Roger Holmes is there to get the ship back under control. Okay.
Indeed.
I think Linda reaches for an air sickness or space sickness bag. She's already feeling pretty queasy.
Well, actually, the gravity drive
Is working?
Is working. Oh, brilliant! Actually, I didn't have
good.
him do the West Coast. John Smith goes first. Goes. I can do this. I can do this. Get control of this ship. Where's his piloting? And he basically pulls it into a full flat burn, turn and burn, causing the ship to spiral to the left and to the right. But basically, he does look like he knows what he's doing. He does stop the wild spinning and basically brings the ship to a halt with the burning engines, basically stopping the ship smashing into an asteroid. He turns around and grins at you all, saying, "See, Jinx, what do you want? You're up."
Oh, is it a Star Wars like asteroid system where these asteroids are not 400 million miles apart?
I like
You are
the way
still
we're still in combat.
a client and not a member of the crew. Just stop. Just please stop.
Aren't they?
Um,
Are you happy with a 5?
Just a minute, double checking. I know I get rerolls on certain things. That's
You might get a free reroll depending on your edges, yeah.
4.
Oh dear.
Hi, Ben.
I'm not having
See
it.
what
The
you
geese
want.
is too
Make
noisy.
asteroids fly behind me sometimes.
All right. I'll stick with that.
Goes, okay. He's like, yeah, but you member of the crew? What do you mean I'm not a member of the crew? He looks a little deflated,
You
letting his
paid
hands off the
us
controls.
Q2 Lowry. Okay? That means that you're a customer, not a crew. Crew members.
No, I paid you. I paid you to get me off the station, and then we had that great. Then we had the discussion, and we all said you all disagreed on who was the captain, and obviously I didn't put myself forward because I thought it was too presumptuous of me. But we had that big discussion. We had that huge discussion where you all agreed that I could join the crew. I remember it distinctly.
Don't.
Doc, you're up.
I screamed through the intercom system, "Oh, hell no! Lowry!"
Look, You paid us 1,000 credits just to get you off the station, not to get you to
Yes, yeah, we were
M33.
in the bar. We were in the bar. We were in the bar on Tunnel Station just after we dropped the body off at the morgue. I bought everyone drinks, and we all agreed that basically I was going to be a valued member of this crew. I just remember it distinctly. I was buying drinks all night, and you all agreed. Do you not remember?
Doc
Yeah,
says.
Morgana
Doc
comes
says,
raging up from the engine room. Oh, hell no.
Doc says, "I'll get the sedative," and walks down towards them.
Okay, regarding that, you're basically running down from the engine room, which basically means if you scroll the ship down a bit, you're
So
down there.
the contract was to get you off the station, not to get you to this asteroid M33.
No, I agree, but then I bought you all drinks, and we all discussed about how I could be an asset to the crew as a backup pilot, and you all agreed to have keep me on permanently. Do you not remember this? I'm deeply hurt. He says.
He's
As
lying.
There's Morgana
So that conversation
Random.
about anything like that. Pop him in the head because on top of not being trustworthy, he's a liar.
He needs to make a smarts roll.
Oh no, you did your persuasion this turn, by the way. I'll let you save that for next round.
Time had passed.
Sorry?
We'd been talking enough that I thought time had passed.
Oh, sorry, I've been moving down everyone. I'll allow it for fun. Yes. Mind reading, a success smarts roll. Okay. Against your bollocks.
Bollocks.
I get one truthful answer from the subject.
You
Now-
got the raise, so
was it-
he's unaware of the mental intrusion.
So I wasn't here. Did that conversation actually happen that he's telling us, or is he delusional?
It didn't, but he may believe that it did.
He's lying. He's not to be trusted.
Not necessarily. He may actually believe it. So,
Or
what
Doswell may actually believe it.
Or he's just a liar.
In which case, I am. What is his goal purpose?
Okay. He's desperately basically
Shut up,
the
Sam.
truthful answer. I mean, it's obviously from his mind reading. Basically, he's desperately trying to stay on the ship. He's really likes being on the ship, and he really likes this crew, and he doesn't want it to end. Is the sentence?
So I'm not going to kill him. I'm going to knock him out.
So he's not malicious. He's just
deluded.
no.
Lonely.
I'm not going to kill him. I'm just going to knock him out. Yeah.
Or you're just going to basically punch him. He goes, "Will someone deal with this non-human? He's turning dangerously violent." He does say that with a smile on. He does say that with a smile on his face. You know, he doesn't necessarily mean it maliciously. He thinks it's all one big joke. Deckard, you're up.
Okay. So I step up. I'm watching all this crap, and I'm stunning this guy.
Can you guys hear me now?
I can hear
Yes,
you. Oh, you're stunning him. Okay.
loud and clear.
No,
Yes, I am indeed. And
Bridge, everybody, out.
Okay.
Roger, he's trying to take your job.
I'm stunning him, and also giving him fatigue.
Okie dokie.
Can I Benny my thing?
Technically, I'm not sure. Can you? I don't see why not. I cannot think of any reason why you shouldn't be able to. Do you know what I mean? Because you just know what the target number is now. Before you didn't know what the target number was, but now you do. that was a lot of bennies to try and get. Oh my god, he's spending all his bennies in desperation to get
Oh,
an
for
11.
fuck's sake. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. And I'd give you a Benny, but I don't have any more. So there you go. I can strap that F-bomb as often as I wish now.
No, it just means you get one less Benny until you're in negative equity. Back in the black, I should say.
Lol.
I didn't know you could get a loan on bennies.
Roger, you're up.
Everybody get the hell off of my bridge. Now, everybody out.
John Smith goes, whoa, I feel a bit woozy, as obviously as Deckard tries to stun him, and he goes, look, you heard the pilot. You heard the pilot, and I, as the co-pilot, am repeating it. Get off the bridge. The pilot and I need to carry on.
I'm including you.
He goes, but I'm the co-pilot. I belong here, don't I?
I
Linda,
need some space so I don't crash. Everybody out. Out.
Linda, you're up.
Linda's taking her book back to her room to get some peace and quiet. I don't remember which room hers is, but I think it was the workshop. So
yeah, it sounds reasonable. So, okay. Unless there's anyone wants to try anything else more violent at this point. John Smith eventually goes, well, if you feel that badly about it, and gets up out of the seat and goes, I don't know. Maybe. He looks at Deckard and goes by and goes, my head feels funny. Any idea why? And wanders off going, all I want to do is be...
I'm going to follow him.
I'm going to bolt him the next chance I get.
Right. Yeah. I'll just try and distract him with a game of cards.
Don't you
cards. Oh yeah.
go near my engine room. Don't you dare go near my engine room. And she's going to make sure that he don't head for the engine room because no way. We already seen what he does as a pilot.
He'll play a game of cards.
Looks like we have a nice swimming pool in the back of the ship. That looks nice. And a sauna. I mean, jacuzzi.
That's just no. That's empty space down to the lower deck.
Oh, what a waste!
No, it's a cargo bay. You see, it's like a whole, and that's just a higher level up, as it were. You know what I mean? So you've got, and obviously you've got the ladder down. I know what you mean, though. Yeah, that doesn't.
It looks beautiful.
Right,
like a proper resort.
It does, doesn't it? Now.
I'm gonna, while I'm here, even though things have calmed down, I am gonna make a sedative suitable for calming John Smith down.
There's no calming John Smith down.
Yeah, I'm heading back for the engine room. You can put me back in the engine room because I don't.
That's okay.
Stuff.
Positions on the map don't matter unless we're actually sort of, having some fun. And that was getting to the point where I thought actually it was going to get interesting. So I thought we'll use the map. But anyway, so you're heading back. You're going to basically having distracted him with a game of Linda, having distracted John Smith with a game of cards. Rogers feels a little more calmed. Feels a little more happy that he's got the cockpit back to himself. Right, so you're pressing on to. I'm
gonna see if I can figure out where this distress beacon is coming from.
Yeah, that's what I was coming back to the cabin to talk to Roger about that.
That's
May I bolt?
Fine.
And when Linda leaves, I'm gonna bolt him.
I think that was Morgana. Actually. Was that Morgana kicking up the card game?
No, that Morgana's headed back to the engine room.
Somebody did.
I thought it was
Jinx
you, Linda. Sorry.
Jinx was getting him.
Oh, Jinx was a card game. Yeah,
Jinx did.
A card game with him.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever.
You're still going to bolt him?
Yeah, no. I don't trust him.
Oh no, seems a bit drastic.
What, lethal
bolting?
Everybody else
know later that he's just pathetic and socially awkward and needing friends. Desperately seeking friends.
Yeah, he'll be better incapacitated though.
When you say bolt, what does that mean? Are you shocking him or are you shooting him? What? I don't get it.
Or,
Why
I
would you
mean,
bolt him?
bolts of power when you do the trapping however you want.
Oh, okay.
A fire bolt is the same thing as an ice bolt, except one does
You
fire.
just knock him
I
out. We
mean,
don't need to.
my trapping are the nanobots that come out and kind of just, give them a good shock.
Yes,
psychic
exactly. Yeah,
shock.
yeah. No, I understand completely.
You give him a goose, a
I'm going to
remote
give him a
goosey.
serious goose.
Well, we have a perfect number of people
Sorry,
for
man.
bridge, so Linda's going to get us all to play bridge.
Sorry, I was trying to find the map.
Or any Wisp-related games.
Okay, so let's let me see. It's Rogers.
And Linda's going to play opposite John Smith, so she'll find out how good a player and teammate he is.
Hey, let's have an electronics roll from you if you're trying to ascertain where the distress call is. No problem at all.
Ooh, look at that. Boom.
Man found
Automatic
distress
triangulation.
beacon.
No problem at all. That was a slow load.
Very impressive, Roger.
Indeed.
Yeah, well
When I have control of my bridge, I'm actually pretty good at my job.
Indeed. I've got it somewhere. Here we are. I have to use this one. We've used it before, but we'll have to use it again because it's the only one I've got right now. Okay. Yep. You basically keep him busy, and yeah. So after basically, you sort of dig through the mess and everything, and you're able to search, and you determine the location, and obviously you also get manage to ascertain the ident. It's a I've lost it again. I've lost it. Where's my notes? It's I want to say I think it's a small freighter. Yeah. Yeah, small freighter, i.e. not a huge cargo carrier type. Ship called the Lucille.
Can I check, see if I know whether that's a regular freighter or if it's a smuggling freighter?
It's just registered like the Reckless as a privately owned freighter.
Is it damaged or anything? Linda's gonna when we get close.
We just know where it is. I'm gonna hail
we
them.
just know where it is. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna hail them. I'm gonna turn that direction, but I'm also gonna hail them, see if I can get any kind of response.
No, you're not getting any response at all, I'm afraid.
Scan for life forms. Oh, hang on, we're not in Star Trek. Teleport on board.
So yeah, you'll have to get a bit closer to that.
If we were on Star Trek, Bones would have definitely sedated this guy.
Yes. We can't
Bones
be
is getting ready to.
Shoot to kill. We can't be shoot to kill. Scotty, beam me up.
Worse than that, he's dead, Jim.
Oh my God, I haven't thought of that in years. Holy cow!
You green-blooded inhuman.
Loose, man. Holy cow!
Hang on, I want to interrupt this fun bit for a second. Now, William Shatner said that he doesn't rate the new Star Trek, and I agree with him. It's all crap.
You haven't seen Strange New Worlds, then?
I have. It's rubbish.
All I will say is,
you'd be wrong.
When Star Trek Discovery came out, I gave up watching it halfway through the first series because the Orville was better Star Trek than Star Trek.
Orville was the best Star Trek out there. It's better than the original Star Trek. Yeah.
Nah.
Have you seen the Orville?
Yep.
That's what Star Trek's about. Discovery's pants. They had a good idea with the fast forwarding time to get her out of the timeline so she can carry on crying every 5 minutes.
No, I'm not a huge fan of Discovery.
And then I've watched a lot of Strange New Worlds, but it seems to me they're just bringing up old stuff and reusing it.
Well, that is a fair criticism, but that doesn't mean it's not good.
Yeah, okay. It's not as bad as Discovery. Discovery's a turd.
Yeah, and Lower Decks is awesome.
I haven't seen that, but I've heard it's good, and the movies are rubbish as well.
Well, the movies, yeah.
Star Trek was good. Then
Prodigy's pretty good.
Into Darkness and the other one were just silly.
Yep.
Linda came here to fight the undead, not talk about Star Trek.
And Picard is Picard's a tease.
I stopped after watching the first episode of Picard. It was just like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. Every season, Picard comes out of the gate like it's going to do something interesting, and then it just like.
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't watched the second series of Picard.
Yeah, don't bother.
But yeah.
Right, so we've got to set the frontal array to scan for life forms and inform Spock that the Klingons are on the starboard bow.
Might as well check for energy usage and heat as well.
I have to admit, actually, I saw the Andor trailer yesterday, and I have to be honest, actually, I'm thinking that might be worth a watch because I didn't enjoy Obi-Wan, to be honest. The only thing I liked about Obi-Wan was Princess Leia.
She was good. Super smart kid.
Yeah.
Oh no, Obi-Wan was great.
What?
No, it wasn't. No, all it does is cause problems for the original film.
Yeah.
Does it really? It just ties up. I mean, I said it to my kids. I said, Darth Vader is going to get his ass handed to him by Obi-Wan because he has to. Because he said, when we last met, I was but an apprentice.
Yeah,
now
that's
I
the
am
point.
the master. And he beat the living crap out of him, made him look like
That's
a
the
muppet.
point. Don't get me wrong. I only have one issue with Obi-Wan, and the only issue I have with Obi-Wan is Darth Vader should not have been in it. Or at least he should not have met Obi-Wan. That's the whole point of Star Wars. They haven't seen each other since he basically was defeated at Mustafar. That was the storyline, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Well, but it was always a little bit hazy, right? And if you remember, like that busted mask, Darth had that on his ship at some point in one of the original three. I can't remember which one where we saw it, but
it's my fault.
I mean, it was. I agree with you that was implied, but yeah, I thought it was good. I like all of them, and I'm really looking forward to the Cassian movie that and the way that with Rebels and stuff. Those animated series I thought were better than some of the movies.
Yeah, well, that's for sure.
Anyway, let's get back to the game at hand, shall we?
Well, yeah, I'll be honest. I am deliberately dragging you out because I'm desperately drawing line of sight here because I thought I had.
You didn't have the line of sight drawn already. You haven't prepared this map 3 years in advance.
Afraid not.
Every time I hear Lucille, I think of Arrested Development.
So, alas, basically, I'm going to have to save that for another day, and I'm going to have to reuse a map. I didn't want to reuse a map, but I'm going to have to reuse a map.
Reuse a map. Just don't worry about it. We don't care.
Okay. So, yeah. Yep. So basically, there's no response from Lucille, and as you approach it, the basically distress beacon indicates that life support is offline.
Send John Smith out to investigate.
He's more than happy to. He goes, really? You're going to send me the away team? Big grin on his face. Who's coming with me? He says, rushing down to pot and already starting to put on a spacesuit. That means we get salvage rights, don't we?
Boarding party to the airlock. Boarding party to the airlock.
Why are you giving me a red spacesuit? John Smith's loaded up and goes, right, you've got that much confidence in me, you want me to go on my own, do you? Well, that's probably not ideal. It should always be at least two, so I do really suggest someone else comes with me.
He's not going anywhere.
He's already suited up.
Okay.
Deckard's setting
I'm
his
going to
bolt
grab him by the arms.
No.
behind his back.
No. Let him go. Let him go. It's all good.
Hell
Let
no.
him go.
I don't think it is good. Where did he get the suit from?
Hey, question. I got a question for you, Doc.
Yeah.
Is there something you can give him to calm him down, make him a little bit less manic?
I hold up my little thing that I prepared earlier.
Not knock him out, just calm him down and not quite so manic.
Well, that'll take... That's not what I prepped.
Just knock him out. Yeah. Because I'm going to knock him out if you don't.
Tell you what, give him a red shirt and send him aboard.
I was going to say, yeah, let's just go ahead and take him, guys. I mean, extra targets means we get
He's going
shot
to go
less,
in there,
right?
grab a rifle from the side, which was already put there for him, and turn around and start shooting us. Okay?
The level of paranoia I've got you guys to is amazing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I do that. Yeah, yeah, exactly. He's just dodgy, all right?
Goes, right, who's okay? If we're going advanced party, then it needs to be a minimum of two. Who's coming with me? He says. It says, are we? And what's our intended mode of entry?
What was Linda's experience playing as a partner in bridge? Did he play by the rules, or did he try to bend the rules?
No, he played by the rules. He was very good, very well.
Okay,
very good bridge player.
Linda will go with him.
Played it for... Okay. As you get closer to the ship, because I'm now using a different one, so that doesn't have an airlock, you notice that as you approach the ship from the port left, starboard, right, in it, from the starboard side, it doesn't seem to be any issues with it. However, as you swing round, you notice that probably the easiest mode of entry is through the gaping hole in the bridge.
Is that from like an explosion, or can we tell what happened, or an asteroid?
It does appear to be. It looks basically like gunfire, not blaster fire, but gunfire.
Oh, gunfire, not an asteroid.
Well, I'm going to get suited up then into a space.
Definitely scorched marks. It looks like basically something big. Well, yeah, it looks. Looking at it from here, what you can see is, there definitely appears to be gunfire damage showing on the ship. However, when you finally pull around, what you do see is there is a huge crack, because I'm changing maps. There's a huge crack running down the center of the ship, and you can see it has this spin on the ship. That's possibly creating. It's quite fast, actually. It's going to be a bit tricky to line up with, but probably fast enough to almost basically create possibly quarter to possibly a third of normal gravity due to the speed of the spin. And following the trail back, it does look like after it was possibly drifting, and then it did strike one of the asteroids in the belt, which appears to have done extensive damage to the ship.
Okay.
But then you reckon you could get him through the bridge area. So John Smith and Linda.
Nobody else is going to join us?
Roger's going to go.
Roger's, well, yeah, you'll have to, first things first, you're going to have to make one heck of a piloting roll to get the ship. Obviously, you won't be able to attach it with umbilical cords or anything like that. So it's going to have to be basically, you're going to have to get your ship into a matching spin with that ship, and then basically EVA across. So
can we spacewalk it?
Yeah, you have to spacewalk it. Yeah.
Oh, that's not even an issue.
There is. It isn't indeed. No, even with the debris field. So basically, obviously, you've dropped out to sublight. So in fact, I would say both ships would normally be 0G, but because of the speed of the spin you've had to match with the other ship, there is like very low gravity here. Obviously, once you so you should be okay. I know that doesn't make sense to the space wall, but who cares? Okay, so I need to set the fog of war. Did you say Roger was going to suit up and go?
Yes.
So both your pilots are going at once. Brilliant stuff.
Doc's going too. Oh, I remember this map.
It was going to be a different one.
I just want to say that Linda feels so confident and such good humor that she is confident she's not going to be affected by zero-G sickness, which happens automatically anyhow.
Well, the ship's actually got some spin to it, so you're okay. It's not full gravity. It's not full gravity, but it's enough to.
It's a third gravity.
Yeah.
Perfect. Makes Linda happy. Okay.
Is anyone else's armor not working properly?
How do you know whether it's working?
Well, when you click and equip it, suddenly you have your armor in your traits tab on the toughness. The little shield
know where
next
the
to the 8
armor is
in your inventory.
So I don't have. Should I be on that map?
I don't think I have a suit on here to click.
It isn't working, is it?
No, it's weird, isn't it? I just put my spacesuit on and I thought, why isn't it showing the armor? Because the nuke stuff has got the toughness instead of armor. Because I've got that edge that makes the tennis stuff.
Oh.
Mine shows 1, but isn't the spacesuit more than 1 armor or no?
No, it's got the armor. Normal spacesuit is 1, armored spacesuit is +4.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, but I don't know if I have an armored spacesuit.
Well, it will say armored. You've probably got a normal spacesuit. I've got an armored one. I went out and made a special effort.
Yeah, no. So that mine works. Mine seems to be working okay.
Yeah. Okay. So
yep, mine is working. Mine's working just fine.
Where do you see whether you're armored or not after you click it?
Go back to your traits tab.
I don't see anything for armor.
On your toughness, there's a little box just below that.
Oh, yeah, it's not working then. Unless I have a 5 toughness and then I have nothing in that small box.
Oh, hang on. It could be the spacesuit armor. It says entire body. That doesn't
now,
work.
make sure you have it equipped and not just carried.
It's not meant to say entire body, is it? It's meant to say torso and all the other stuff in it.
I actually couldn't use that. It says minimum strength.
It'll
not
just
matched.
say armor
now
plus 1 if you got it,
worked.
the regular spacesuit.
It works. I was trying to wear something I couldn't.
I tell you what. I figured out what it is. It's because it says area protected. It's got to say. It's got to be. It can't say everywhere. It's got to say.
Yeah.
Torso, head, arms, legs, and it works. That's what's wrong with it.
It's a feature of Fantasy Grounds, unfortunately. So when you set the armor up exactly,
so you got to identify which part you've got.
Well, you got to say. You can't say entire body. That doesn't work.
So let's have a look at the party sheet. Who's got an armored spacesuit? Inventory.
I do, but I can't wear it apparently.
I've fixed mine
minimum
now,
strength not matched.
Low gravity, which will boost your strength and your pace.
I'm sorry, do what with low gravity?
That's a good point. Low gravity.
+1 die to your strength and a +2 pace, and doubles your jumping range.
Yeah,
and how do you do that?
I've turned on low gravity. There you go. Low gravity is now turned on.
Okay.
So you have that as a global effect, and then it just tags all of us?
In theory, it should do. So now you should all have +1 strength die when you roll your strength.
Still minimum strength not matched.
Yeah, low G +1. Boom. Yeah.
What is the minimum?
It's not adding 1 die though. It's just adding +1.
Right. And I just added. I just did the run.
And you know why? You know why? Because I typoed it.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, I typoed it. I typoed it. There wasn't a
Yeah.
space between strength and the plus. So there we go.
Let me
Okay, so
try
who?
again.
And that run in chat looks right, right?
Yes, low G +2. Yeah.
Perfect.
It's not working for me now. The other armor did work for me, but now at least I can put it on. There isn't a lock symbol there anymore.
Yeah. No, that's because of it's a feature of Fantasy Grounds in the fact that you can't just say entire body, which is what the rule set calls it, which is why
Why it
says
doesn't
entire
work.
body,
Yeah, you just got to
Yeah,
go unlock it and then turn it to torso, head, arms, legs.
which I just did. So then you unequip it, re-equip it, and now
Which
you
is
and
which is
Okay.
funny because the spacesuit
Yeah.
doesn't have those options. It's got different stuff.
It
I
works.
know. Someone doesn't want to travel with you lot anymore. Okay, so
Well,
who
now that
else
I
is
have
going through the hole?
now that Linda has armor, she's willing to open the door. Anybody with me?
Well, I might as well come aboard as well.
I'm heading over.
Yeah, I'd like to be on.
And Morgana's going to
Okay,
guard the ship.
Okay, I need
Decker's
athletics checks.
not
I
on
need
the ship.
athletics. Sorry. Oh, Decker. Sorry, I
Decker's
thought.
not on the ship. Is he getting left behind?
I need athletics rolls from everyone to successfully navigate across to this ship. Critical fail, and you really can be in trouble.
Who's got blue dice with black face?
Those are my stealth dice.
Ah,
Now, you know in how Fantasy Grounds Unity automatically puts the dice with the highest number up top?
Oh, really?
Yeah, Classic doesn't do that. And I had a mate of mine who would spend the first 30 up to 30 minutes to one time an hour sitting there trying to get every single dice until it was on the maximum number. In the end, he stopped doing that by making it white dice with white numbers, so he couldn't see the numbers on the dice. In Unity, they've maximised them out straight off, which makes more sense because now you could, for people who are trying to learn what a dice is, you can see it by showing the top number, you know which is the 20-sided, the 12-sided, the 10-sided. You know what I mean? Because you can see the numbers. Okay, everyone successfully gets across, and it sounds like Linda's opening the door. Roger has gone to the cockpit. There is no power to the ship. Technically, it should be pitch black, but actually, that's a good point. I know. I didn't, as I say, I didn't have the right map today. There we are.
The lights are off now.
Yes, they should have been. It's space. It's dark.
Wow.
If you want to illuminate, you'll need lighting.
Linda says it looks safe. I don't see anything.
I just lit my flashlight.
Steps.
My God, it's full of stars.
Oh. I think that was that. That was. Hang on, I've lost track of who said that.
That was Deckard.
That was
Oh,
Deckard.
that was...
Okay. -2 bennies. There you go. That was a Benny award. There, you're down to one.
-2 bennies. I didn't even curse. I said it once after I rolled 5 in a row.
Yes,
okay, you're on 0 bennies.
Yes, but then you said you could get away with it because you were out of bennies.
I did.
That was your penalty.
I did say that, but I didn't do it.
Cracking hell.
But that was your penalty, was that extra benny.
Barking flaps.
Right.
Facetious fungus.
The absolute dead silence, obviously, with the complete lack of air. Obviously,
there's an open door. Where do you see him?
Looks like a bedroom. With 2 dead trolls in the bed.
How do you turn on a flashlight? Or can I ask you to turn on my flashlight?
If you equip it, it
Just
should work.
equip it.
If it doesn't work, it means you have to add the light torch effect to it. In square brackets.
Do you have a flashlight?
I'm looking for anything I could use. I have binoculars.
You put that
Guess I
in the
don't.
little box underneath where it says availability. You put that.
Hey,
Oh, I
It
have
doesn't-
night vision goggles.
Oh, that's dark vision.
Oh, that means you can see everything in green.
Where's dark?
Actually, don't our
Where's your dark-
spacesuits have that automatically built in?
I don't know.
Can I even put them on if I'm in a spacesuit? Probably not.
Is it just? It's like colon dark vision, isn't it? To activate dark vision.
It didn't do anything.
No, I know. 'Cause you
Well,
have to
so I went through this. So dark vision in as the code, all that does is affect the rolls,
all
like
right.
the penalty. You need like the low light vision. When you put that on an ability, it pops the black and white vision, or you can do it as a token vision, token light thing.
That's it. Yeah. So, but I can never remember. I don't get my head
Because
around this one.
the dynamic lighting is a whole different. What you see is a different enchilada from the way Savage Worlds handles the.
No, it's on night vision goggles. It's vision night vision, ignore dim dark. It's on the goggles, yeah.
Yeah, but ignoring dim dark doesn't change what you see. It only changes the roll sometimes.
Yeah, but putting night vision makes everything green.
Right,
Night vision.
but if you
one word.
But if you use
one
dark
word night vision, yeah.
If you use dark vision, it turns it black and white.
Yeah, but it's not. It's night vision, isn't it? If you've got green goggles, that's it there. I haven't got them goggles. I'll remove them there from my inventory. But yeah.
Oh, I give up.
There it is. I'll just put it in chat.
I give up. All right, that's what I did wrong. I'm just going to do that. It's much easier just to do that and do that. There we go. That gives Linda her night vision goggles.
So I can wear the goggles in the spacesuit or on top of the spacesuit or whatever, however that is.
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
part of the visor. It's an upgrade you got.
Okay, great.
Everything is now green.
So we're looking for survivors, or is it? It must be no. Everybody's dead because space has penetrated the hull.
Well,
Are there any sealed areas?
Well, all the doors appear to be shut. Okay, as you get to there, Linda, what you can see is probably the reason why the ship appears empty. That there is another hole at the back of the ship, and basically, so everything in here would have been thrown out into space. However, you are standing next to what looks like the inactive power source.
Now, what's giving where's the beacon coming from? Have we found the beacon? The bridge? Is there
the beacon was on the bridge, yes. The emergency beacons have their own self-powering, separate from the main power.
They have a battery? Okay.
For all intents and purposes, yeah.
Now, does this night vision, is it infra-based? Is it heat-based? Is there any heat source or any sign of life that we might detect using these goggles or this vision?
It's just
it's just logical.
Has John Smith got a jetpack on his suit?
I got. He would have been exploring by now before you kick him out the.
No, I wasn't thinking that at all.
Evil kid.
I haven't killed anyone for weeks.
Oh.
John goes, well, look, this is this appears to be one of those
engines. Yeah, very good.
No. I was going to put a bit of deliberate information in there, and at that moment I completely forgot what it was.
Worse than that, he's dead, Jim.
Is Linda at the side of the ship? Are those windows or those doors? They seem to be windows.
They should be windows
on the right side.
Hang on. This is one of those Mark 6 Larkin power units. There should be. There it is. Yeah, there's the control node over here. So what we have to do is we just reach under here and press and initiate the fast reboot switch, as it were. He says confidently and reaches out to press it.
Roger grabs a hold of this door frame. He's right here next to you.
Okay.
You press the button yet, or is he just pretending to press it?
Oh, he reaches under. He says, "Right, so all I have to do is press this button, and I'm going to have to lock tokens because everyone moving is affecting me doing what I'm trying to do." And then he presses a button, and the power comes on.
Hmm.
And the ship, and I can now unlock tokens again. There we go. He goes, now the bridge might be able to tell us something. And he hustles back off and sits down in the captain's chair and starts tapping away. Right, let's see what we can find out. It says here 50 records deleted. Not sure what's going on there.
Right, I'm going to smack him off the chair because he doesn't know what he's doing. Off the chair, you, Roger. Come over here. You get in the seat. Yeah. We just deleted 50 records. He's either untrained or he's a pirate.
Start checking the cargo while they're checking the computers.
Yeah, unfortunately, the cargo bay is exposed to space, so whatever cargo they were carrying is long gone. Okay, yes, basically it would appear that the Lucille, but from what you can work out from the logs here, the Lucille is a. Yeah, they're not so much windows actually; they're sort of projection screens to project the illusion of space inside. So it's because windows on the spaceship isn't necessarily a very good idea.
Very bad idea.
Basically, yeah, it would appear about 3 weeks back. The Lucille was headed on a standard supply run back to Widowmaker, carrying standard supplies, and it encountered another ship that was just floating out there. It didn't respond to any hails or anything else. It just approached slowly and didn't have any idents, anything. And then, without warning, it opened fire, and it would appear that basically the rear of the ship suffered a hull breach, causing death of practically all of the crew apart from those on the bridge. And then a second, the last part of the log shows the pilot of the ship saying, "Oh, look, he's coming around for a second pass," and then static.
And is there any video associated with that log, by any chance? Or any
No.
identifying information of the other ship?
Unfortunately, it does appear that it does. When you try and pull up the relevant video information, it says files deleted, and John was
Okay.
a little ashamed, going, "Oops."
Well, Linda's kind of tech. She's pretty tech
Medbay
savvy,
is
research
quite
savvy.
reasonably stocked. Yeah, carry on. Yeah.
Can she figure out how to undelete the files or pull them out of the trash?
You could definitely try an electronics roll to see if you can recover any of the data.
Okay, let's see if she has. Oh, she has electronics. No problem. Easy peasy. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, the ship appears to be a heavy transport, although judging by the it appears to be retrofitted. It looks like it's been retrofitted and looks like armor's been bolted onto it. It seems to also have medium auto cannons and what looks like torpedo tube installed.
Heavy transport. Any indication of the name? Anything specific, or do we get a visual of it?
No, indeed not. However, the other information you seem to get out of it is their containment field is running very badly, and basically it would be very bad for health to be on board that ship.
Oh. Okay.
Containment field around the reactor core appears to be malfunctioning, judging by what the sensor sweeps are giving out.
Okay, that's useful information.
In fact,
Okay,
actually,
I tell everybody.
in fact,
Oh.
one of the other records you managed to bring back up is the first thing that the Lucille picked up was unusual radiation readings, which they later determined to be this ship approaching them was giving, was basically
Sending off radiation stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Judging by if you get the doc to analyze the data and he makes a science or healing roll, he might be able to tell you some more about it.
The doc is busy looting the med bay.
It's very poor. It's not as well equipped as your med bay. It's just standard. It's got standard equipment, as it were. Whereas you've made an effort to improve the Reckless's med bay, of course.
Get up here. We need your expertise.
Oh, somebody needs to update their filing system.
Is the ship controllable?
What's up?
Is the ship controllable?
No.
Hey, what do you make of this unusual radiation? Can you figure anything out about it? From this attacking ship, apparently the attacking ship was some sort of heavy transport. We're trying to figure out how to identify it since we don't have a name of the ship. And apparently it was really unhealthy for the occupants. And the lights just turned off. Oh, they're back on.
Yeah, the power's definitely on the way out. It's flickering and it looks like the... But it maintains again.
So I try to show the doc the curious records he might be able to interpret.
Yeah, science or healing roll would be fine, Doc. When you look at the information from the other ship.
And Roger, get the ship to stop spinning.
Nice. No, don't do that.
Roger. Take out the two for the engine.
Keep it spinning.
As far as you can tell, Doc, that's lethal levels of radiation being emitted from that other ship.
Are there any camera records on from this ship? Are there any internal cameras we could look at?
All those records were accidentally deleted.
Indeed.
Well, those were Did Linda undelete those as well, or is that another attempt?
No, you did the electronics roll. What in particular are you looking for?
I was looking for any video of anybody who came aboard the ship after the attack, in case we could see.
You wouldn't see
what they were like.
You wouldn't see what happened after the attack because the attack knocked out the power.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Which of course killed the cameras.
Okay, there's no battery for the cameras. Might have battery for a while. No battery on that one.
The lights take on a slight red look, and John Smith goes, "Hang on, that's not good. That means that's the standard built-in warning that shows the Larkin 56 is reaching critical mass. We either need to turn it off or get to a minimum safe distance, I suspect."
Linda's getting ready for spacewalk.
He goes, "Look, I could go try turning it off if you want." And then he looks again and goes, "No, I think it's time to jump." And he literally dives off the ship.
Everybody off! Linda yells. "Everybody off!"
Just so suspicious of this guy.
Yeah, he seems to know an awful lot about this ship.
Yep, and he's
Jinx. Unfortunately, you hit your head on a You hit a bulkhead as you're flying off, and it looks like it's tumbling. Sends you tumbling off course.
Can Linda grab him?
Okay, this gets interesting.
Oh no!
Unfortunately, at that point, the doc basically
Oh, everybody has to do that.
unfortunately, the basically as Jinx jumped off the ship,
Sorry,
I can't speak.
sorry for a second. That roll of 7 there was me grabbing Jinx, and my microphone was muted. I grabbed him when he bumped his head. So I hadn't
Okay,
jumped
unfortunately, Hibidi, as you do that, what it causes is part of the bulkhead to break, and the dock, unfortunately, completely loses grip and starts floating off into space.
yet. Okay. Well, we got Jinx safe. Now we've got to go and get Doc. How are we going to get Doc? We got any jets on these suits?
I don't think you do. No, that's why.
I'm going to try and I'm going to lob one of my weapons at him. Then the one with the rope. Is it? How far away is he?
Where are you? I can't see you on the map. Where are you? Oh, you're still aboard the ship.
See, I've got this Chakax which has got a rope on it, so I could use that.
Have you really?
The Chakax has got a rope, yeah.
I thought you were doing.
And you put it on the outside of
like
your
the kid
spacesuit.
in the Blade Runner.
And try and lasso him with the rope before he gets too far out of range.
A 4-foot-long throwing spear made of tannis. A strip of leather around the haft allows the user to spin it when thrown. Without the strap, range is 3, 6, 12. Yeah, it doesn't mean it doesn't have a rope around it. However, maybe if you wish to make an investment, you could have decided to tie a rope to it just in case.
Well, I suppose I could spend a penny and have made the rope extra long for just that.
Exactly.
Just for that exact purpose.
Yes.
Yeah.
You could spend a penny to slightly alter the narrative. So yes, you basically cobble together I'm going to say what you do is actually you cobble together some extended wiring from the ship to allow you to basically throw your Chakax and still hold on to the other end. So,
yeah, and then Doc can grab it and I can pull him in, yeah.
Yeah.
And
so all you need to do is target the Doc and roll to hit your Doc with your Chakax.
Okay. I do like you, Doc.
I'm afraid you miss and the shot goes wide and the Doc drifts further. Oh, he spends a penny. Yeah, you're actually. The point is, obviously, you're throwing to not hit the Doc. For the argument's sake, a critical foul would have been you did hit the Doc. Okay, I just need an athletics check from the Doc to grab the Chakax as it flies by him. Yay! No problem, and you haul the Doc back. And after that minor eventful trip, you head back to the ship. Meanwhile, Morgana's been on the ship tweaking the engines. It's quite annoying though. Is halfway through one of it, she realizes she's lost one of her power clamps, and you spend ages trying to find it, and coming to the annoyance that you can't think where you used it last. You know it never leaves the engine room. You can hear everyone else clomping around back in, and then when you basically look down, when you look back down at your toolbox, you can see it's sitting on the top. It also looks slightly cleaned.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. Okay.
I know it wasn't there a second ago.
I think John is literally a gremlin.
No,
he's
remember,
a space leprechaun.
Like the one in the old Bugs Bunny cartoons.
Exactly. Everywhere he goes, he causes mechanical havoc.
No, Morgana's not going to
You
say
know what?
anything. to
Back
Rusty
in the
all,
very
she's
first day we got this spaceship, there was someone on the ship. We saw something out of the corner of her eyes or something, didn't we?
Oh, really?
I wonder if it's this little leprechaun guy. I wonder if he's actually shown his face now. And he's been with us the whole time.
No, it was a small girl, if I remember correctly.
No, that was just your imagination.
No, I do not dream of small girls.
No, I didn't think. But it was just we just saw someone out the corner of our eye, wasn't it? It's like, oh, someone. And it wasn't anyone. We never found out who it was, did we?
Am I not being heard, or is everybody just talking over me?
We're just talking over you
I
like
was just
rude,
talking over
ignorant
you.
bastards. Yeah.
Morgana has her own suspicions, and she's going to double her attention to watching for that strange presence on the ship. She's not going to say anything to the rest of you about the clamp.
Okay. We're back on the ship now, are we? Still floating outside. And is it going to blow up?
We're back on board, and I'm telling everybody, hold on, I'm about to do a hard burn.
Yeah, get away from it before we get fried.
Indeed. Okay, a one short hard burn later, and a full nuclear explosion behind you.
Oh, wow.
John Smith's
Okay.
like, my word, that was close. Oh.
Well, at least we got rid of that distress signal. Mission complete.
Yes, well, you guys definitely are. It's definitely signing up. You guys that is definitely an adventure in its own right, isn't it? Well, wonderful. Pardon me. Wonderful stuff.
I'm wondering if you maybe detonated detonated the engine when you pressed that button.
No, could you? I mean, you could see the amount of damage to the ship. I mean, if Morgana was over there, she would have been.
Then you broke the computer.
Oh, he deleted files.
Yeah, well, broke the computer, deleted files. Same thing to me.
Not a problem. Look, okay. So, what do you say? Why don't we blow off the whole Lowry thing? And well, I gather there's some money to.
Yeah,
be
I walk
made,
up behind him and
I
dose him with that thing I prepared earlier.
Okay, I've heard there's lots of money to be made on the.
Really? You couldn't wait 2 words longer. Good grief.
I'm tired of him.
Yeah, now we need to tie him up and gag him and put him in a cardboard box somewhere.
Well, I'll put him in the med bay on the table with a slow drip so that he stays under for a while.
Yeah, and then also have his arms and legs bound. Yeah, just in case he breaks up and gets out of it. And I'm going to go and stand in the med bay and keep an eye on him. Yeah.
After another 7 uneventful days, you finally find yourself arriving at Widowmaker. It's a unimaginative, uninteresting asteroid, devoid of any sort of interesting features except for the actual colony that's been built on it. As you approach, you get a great overhead view of the entire area. That's what you see.
Wow.
The hole. The Rupa.
Indeed. So obviously, basically the L's are the landing pads. So, you're basically when you contact landing control, it seems unlike most places. It seems very lightly done. In fact, there's no other ships on the bay at the moment, and you're just directed to land on landing pad 1, which is that one there.
Go and land on landing pad 1 then. And get rid of this gremlin.
There you go. I'll put the Reckless on landing pad 1. There it is. Landed on landing pad 1.
Actually, I'm going to request landing pad. I presume that this is number 3.
Yeah. You want 3, do you?
Yeah, it puts us a little closer to the ship repair facilities because we've got a couple things we're needing to check out.
Okay, there. It doesn't take so much as that. You're told to report. Basically, to report. You have to report to the tower control, which is basically just literally at the end of the landing bay for payment of taxes.
Okay, not a problem.
And yep, you land. Your landing is uneventful. What you do notice as you come in is it's definitely the place is obviously looking a little more battered and everything. I mean, the hull's very impressive. You can see all the lights going down and everything. Definitely. A lot of mining.
Smooth operation.
Yeah, it's but at the same time, I mean, from what you can understand of this place, it's definitely looking a little on the rundown side these days, but it should be fine. I always found it really fascinating. I always
it
find
just needs to be good enough that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was going to say, I always found it fascinating that the cover for the Widowmaker product is Tunnel Station.
Yeah, I noticed that they reuse a lot of their art. Pinnacle.
Yeah. But anyway. Yeah, so you land there. As I say, I mean, the ghost town. It looks like it would. You could. It's barely. It looks like it's literally been stripped bare, and Tent City is literally. So Tent City does literally look like. Well, not so much tents, but they are sort of almost very, very flimsy chassis things. Little Russia over here. You'll obviously learn the actual names a bit as you get down there, but that appears to be. Unlike Tent City, where all the structures appear to be same, Little Russia's just seems to be anything. Looks like crushed ship hulls, lifeboat pods, storage containers, all sorts. And they see some of those seem to be stacked up. So they're, they were, that obviously. I mean,
it's okay.
It's really high tech, as it were.
It just needs to be enough to keep John Smith entertained, so we can leave him here.
Wow. That's the whole. I'm assuming he's woken up by now, unless you kept him dosed.
I kept him dosed the whole time.
You kept him dosed.
But now we've arrived, he's woken up. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if once we landed, I'll bring him out of his induced coma.
Indeed. Okay. So the other stuff of information you've sort of come to find out is basically. Because of the distance of Widowmaker from anywhere else, technically the Colonial Rangers do have jurisdiction on the outpost, but Widowmaker is so far out of the way, it could be quite a few years between Rangers sort of do their patrols. Likewise, this whole area of the belt, of course, is claimed as by the Expeditionary Force. They claim control of the belt, but again, patrols only visit here once every few months, and they don't stay for long. There, you do know there is a station marshal, according to the data, although you don't have up-to-date information on who it is. And so it's very much. It's also known that basically it's pretty much. Where is it? Pretty from what you understand from the data you can find, outside of theft of oxygen, most petty crimes go unpunished unless theft or destruction of property is involved. Basically it would appear that obviously most things are just dealt with fines. If you can't pay the fines, then apparently you're held until the Expeditionary Force comes along and conscripts you. And apparently murder's taken very seriously here. However, all this necessary is claim jumping. Apparently, claim jumping is swiftly and harshly punished. Both murder and claim jumping have the same penalty. You're spaced.
Nice.
Widowmaker has a standing ban on any firearms other than pistols, scatterguns, or flechette guns. All long arms are to be turned over to the marshal upon arrival and returned on departure.
Come on. I got to turn in my shotgun?
Scatterguns are allowed.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, if I have to saw off the barrel, I will. Make it not a long gun.
And this is all due down to, this is basically, I mean, you understand the logic. It's down to the fact that nothing ruins the day faster than a stray bullet.
Oh, yeah.
Other than that, it is, for all intents and purposes, Widowmaker is a free port.
I'll see if we can't buy a flechette gun, though. I do like them.
Probably could.
They're a lot of fun.
You should be able to. I do know there is. Where is it? Oh, the Boulevard. So the Boulevard is the. Ooh, oh there. The Boulevard's the main artery that runs through. It's over 300. It stretches 300 yards from the dry dock on the west to the just north of the marshal's office end of the business district. Most corridors are 8 feet tall, but the Boulevard is twice that, with a height of nearly 15 feet. I'm obviously telling you this now, but obviously you're. Yeah. Basically, yeah, that's where there's several permanent fixtures. So that's where off the boulevard is where you'll find, as you can see down by the numbering, the Mine Leasing, the Lowry Clinic, the Dawson's Outfitting. Dawson's Outfitting is where you'll get your equipment. So it'll be fine. But anyway, first things first, you have to pay your landing duties. So there's a standard fee of 150 credits landing duty.
Not a problem.
And then, okay, and then of course all of you have to, another day in Widowmaker. Where is it? Life on Widowmaker. I've lost the page already. Yeah. Briefing tax. Yeah. So on arrival, you all have to pay your Atmo fee. That's 20, which is 20 credits a day. You're required to pay for 6 days of Atmo, non-refundable.
Oh, hang on. Right, okay, that's wrong.
So it's 120 credits charge for air.
If we stay on the ship, because Morgana hasn't left the ship yet, she's tinkering around the engine room and keeping an eye out of the corner of her eye for.
Oh, once you land on the landing bay, the cover's over. So, yep. John Smith pays his 100, basically whips out his credit card and pays his 120 with a big grin on his face.
You're paying for all of us, right, John?
No, just myself.
No, paid for me.
Clear. I'm not. I made it quite clear I'm not part of the crew, and therefore I don't see why I have to pay for the rest of you.
Why is it 120?
6
I thought
days
it was 20 per day.
6 days,
6 days in advance. Okay.
Well, I never said you weren't part of the crew.
Yeah, I've just paid it. He's not part of the crew. Okay, he can be part of your crew, and then you can stay here with him.
Don't stir up that mug.
You're also informed that prior to departure, any excess of 6-day visit will be charged before locking clamps are released on the ship.
Frankly, we're only here because he wanted to come here, so he should pay for us to be here because.
Did he pay for us to bring him here?
He paid 1,000 credits up front to you bring him here. Yes.
Was it 1,000 up front to bring him here or to get him off?
And out of that 1,000 credits, 120 each just to land here.
Yep.
Is almost all the 1,000 credits.
Well, no one negotiated the price with him when you turned up, so I'm afraid he's paid his money and he's walked through with customs. Well,
yeah.
So
I've paid my 120 and walked through customs and all.
Here's your customs call, but we didn't have this last week, pal. I don't know what you were hearing.
All right, so I'm gonna go try and buy a flechette gun.
As long as you pay your 120 credits, you're given a 6-day ship pass, and then yes,
already chipped it in. So
I know you have. Yep, no problem at all.
Jinx will see if you can find a cargo.
Do we just decrease our currency, or do we do something mechanical?
No, just take it. I trust you to take 120 off because
I seem to have. I have two numbers. Can you look at my sheet for a sec? Because I have a 1429 and a 4517. I don't really know which one is supposed to be which. Why I have two different credits.
I don't know why you got two different. I'll tell you what. Why don't we just do that? Make it easy.
Okay. Can I zero? Oh, there we go. Okay, got it. I'll do that. So 120, 26.
Okay, so The whole, the heart of Widowmaker's the roughly football-sized pit in the centre of the colony, affectionately known as the Hole. It's been the site of countless excavations over decades and extends over 200 feet deep. Access to the bottom of the shaft is via one of the two elevators positioned at opposite sides. Scaffolding lines much of the inner walls as miners gamble on which spot is going to produce the next big haul of ghost rock. So that's the hole for you. If anyone is interested in mining ghost rock, obviously this is some of the blurb you're given as part of your tax. You may purchase permits to specific sections of the hole. Each permit costs 750 credits for a 5-day period, regardless of how much ghost rock you recover.
Oh, Linda would be interested in doing that. That sounds like fun. Something new.
Likewise, apparently, if you do wish to locally exchange any ghost rock you do, the assayer's office will be happy to do so with just a 25% markdown from the market rate of ghost rock. So in other words, you get 75% of market rate if you sell it at the assayer's office.
Good enough. Does anybody else want to do it, or Linda on her own?
The other thing you notice is that rental periods, oxygen checks, and mine permits all have different durations.
And do we need to walk around in spacesuits on this place or not?
No. That's why you've just paid for the air tax.
Okay, good.
The breathing tax. That's also why guns are. That's also why guns are limited, so you don't damage anything.
What was the mining fee? Mining fee or rental fee?
It's 750 credits for a 5-day period.
Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to pay that as well.
So what is this? The mining ghost rock?
I'll pitch in on that with you, Linda.
Okay.
Since we're here, we may as well do a little bit of mining, right?
There are always available claims, if that makes sense. There's people turn up. From what you gather, people turn up all happy to do it, and then obviously over time they pay the mining fees and then mine the ghost rock, and eventually, well, to be honest, they either strike it big and rich and lucky, or don't strike it big and rich. But at the same time, of course, obviously with auction and tax, mining permits and everything else, and obviously having to rent accommodation, which you've got your ship, so you're okay on that score. And obviously, there's always the brothels and casinos and bars to help you spend your hard-earned.
Where's our Swearingen's place?
That would be the Busted Thruster Saloon, number 6.
Yeah.
And Linda wants.
We're in Deadwood, guys.
Of course you are. It's Deadlands, isn't it?
Linda wants to lean into the mining a little bit and see if she can use her research and science to scope the different mining areas and see if she gleans anything from the assayer's office or whatever that office is to figure out what's hot, what's not, and where there might be some ghost rock.
So let me turn off tracking. You should be able to move freely now. The idea is, if you want to split up, you can. Okay, no problem at all. Little rush.
Do I make a roll or?
Yeah, please.
Research or science or okay.
Research will be fine. Yeah.
Research.
Little Russia. Okay. This living quarters nearest the landing pad. It doesn't take you long to find out that Little Russia is basically slum accommodation.
Is there like a pen with pigs in it?
Darn it.
No, there isn't. Apparently, it's basically, apparently this area was Frank Lowry went bust. Okay, that's fine. Lowry went bust, and he sold the rights to Sergei Kovalenko, which is why this area is now called Little Russia, because it's owned by him. The rumor mill is, unlike Lowry, who basically would never dream of cutting corners or even whole walls. Kovalenko is no such. Rather than invest in highfalutin prefabricated shelters, he's converted shipping containers, wrecked lifeboats, spacecraft sections, or just welded sheet metal to create additional space. It should be pointed out, actually, that's a good point. Where is it? It should be pointed out that this asteroid is not big enough to create the hull. The hull will be in 0G, by the way, Linda. She'll be mining in 0G.
Oh, so there's no chance of you dying then from falling in that.
Actually, there's elevators, isn't there? So that's interesting. Let me check. I better check, actually.
The elevators are for containing what is being moved.
Yes, but no, I need to check because there are basically there are gravity generators. Okay, like all asteroid bodies in the belt, MO4 is too small to generate more than a feeble gravitational field, while on most outposts just do without some use spin to create it. A few rare use gravity generators. All common areas and administrative shelters has functional gravity equal to Earth. The Boulevard, Main, and 1st through 4th Streets in Tent City are equipped with generators. Sergey has fitted so the Surge's bar also has 0G because that's where's that? That's at number 9. Yeah, which is in Little Russia. But the rest of Little Russia has no. So basically,
Is anybody saying
the rest of Middlemaker, including the shelters in Tent City and Little Russia, are effectively 0G environments. Can anyone hear me?
Yeah,
I
I'm
heard
hearing
you
you just
perfectly.
fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's obviously Linda. That's fine. I got paranoid there when I'm talking. So yeah, basically, yeah. So so the whole is 0G. It would appear. So yeah. So basically, the second you step off the boulevard and head into Little Russia, you'll be in 0G.
Sorry, I lost that. My audio dropped out.
Most places have got gravity, but not Little Russia and not Tent City.
The whole.
And not the whole. So
No,
just have.
And not the whole, yeah.
Logically, according to I imagine the greenhouses, water recycling, external tanks would have to, wouldn't they? Because they would work. So basically, all the main buildings do. So yep.
Basically, if it's named other than the ghost town or the repair facilities, it probably has gravity. The exception is also Little Russia.
And Tent
And
City.
also, does the whole have gravity?
I thought you said 1st through 4th did have.
Yeah,
Sorry,
the
first
hallway's got
yeah,
gravity.
sorry. Yeah, the boulevard's got gravity, so there won't be gravity in the hole. There won't be gravity in Little Russia. I apologise. Yeah.
So Linda's gonna hoard some medicine to avoid getting nauseous, or to at least manage her nausea.
Indeed.
While she's mining, because she didn't realize what was happening in the hole.
Boulevard Main, 1st through 4th encrypted. The bars encrypted. The rest of Widowmaker including. Okay, so the streets. Yeah, okay, the streets have gravity, but the actual tents in Tent City are 0G. That's what it is.
Did Linda have any success doing research on where to mine in the hole, since we have to choose an area?
Yes, you basically based on other stuff, you decide that you decide you found a good spot to. You decided you found a good spot.
Okay.
I'm going to the Busted Thruster Saloon.
Busted Thruster Saloon. Okay.
I think who is joining Linda to do the mining?
Roger's going to join you.
Okay. So
you
I think
probably want to
Roger
head
and
to Dawson's Outfitting then to get all your equipment of mining implements and foodstuffs.
Oh, how exciting. Okay. Sure, we do that. But I was going to say we choose 2 areas that are next to each other that in the promising, what Linda's best guess as to where it's promising.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is Linda and Roger are in the mine leasing office, sorting out where you're leasing your mine.
Gun is on the ship. Where's the
Morgana's
ship?
on the ship. I saw your whisper. That's fine. Let's have a notice check from you. Mm-hmm.
I hope we got rid of Who's He What's. It's John Smith by now.
Oh, he's following you around. Big smile on his face.
Oh man.
We could push him down now.
Okay, that thing costs
There's no gravity in it. It'll just float back out.
50.
Yeah, but he might float all the way to the bottom.
I missed the G off that, but you get the idea. Okay, so the busted frosted saloon. The building is 3 stories high and built, so it actually has a second floor balcony overlooking the boulevard. As you approach, you come to the conclusion the balcony's main purpose is to show off that it also is. It's also the busted saloon also holds a brothel, judging by the number of scantily clad ladies overlooking the boulevard from the balcony. The drinks seem fine. Dawson's outfitting, it's a jet basically equivalent. Dawson maintains a diverse stock of everything from mining implements to foodstuffs. Of course, this far out, everything will be a bit on the more expensive side.
Right, so I'm going to get the flechette gun.
Okay, let's have a look. Let's show. Oh, what it's called? Oh. Putting bleach down the toilet. It's from in here. It's making my eyes sting. God knows what it's like in the bathroom. Actually, I forgot what they're called because they don't call them flechette guns, do they? Let's Google it.
They're flechette guns. They're in there under flechette guns.
See them.
FLECHETTE.
There it is. I don't know why it didn't come up before. Okay. 900 credits for a flechette gun.
Fuck. I can wait.
Oh, I apologise. Sorry, the one item he does not carry are firearms of any sort. I take that back.
Oh, okay. Probably for the best.
Now, you said that pistols were okay, just not long guns.
Yes.
Okay, so I will leave my long gun on the ship, but I will be taking my police pistol with me.
Scatterguns are okay, so I'm bringing my shotgun.
Sorry. I apologise. I forgot. He doesn't sell firearms of any sort. However, you get the when asked, he goes. He looks at you, says, "No, I'm afraid we don't sell those sorts of things. No one's got a license to sell those on Widowmaker." But he does sort of give you a look, which gives you the distinct impression that doesn't mean you can't get hold of them. But he just doesn't sell them.
Well, I'm looking around at all the prices, and I'm just like, well, screw that.
Yeah, it's about 50% markup because of premium rates. Later on, what you do find out is Dawson's after you spent a little while here, you do gather the reasons Dawson's Outfitting is the only general store on Widowmaker is every single time someone else comes in to set up a company, he drops his prices to undercut them, and then when he leaves, he puts them back up to the prices he normally charges. So he keeps the monopoly. What's the rest of you up to? Okay, so
what kind of mining equipment are we going to need? I mean, would a toolkit be sufficient?
Do they have used equipment? Can we buy used?
Oh, you certainly can. He has quite an extensive selection of used equipment, but don't forget what happens in Deadlands when you buy second-hand equipment.
One on the appropriate skill breaks it.
Indeed. I am going to say you can buy everything you need for all the different. Yeah, you basically apparently you need. Well, you'll need obviously a couple of drills, obviously, and then you're going to need a miniature mineral extractor. And he lists off a load of other things that basically, when you work it out, the price between the two of you, it's going to come to about 600 credits each to buy 2 of everything you need.
Okay, this is going to be a challenge to break even on this thing, but here we go.
Ebony and Deckard, your date will set you back 20 credits. And we'll leave it at that. Ebony, I don't know what you're up to at the bar.
I'm having a drink and looking for Al.
20 credits to get space herpes?
Afraid so.
Space herpes were safe. They only affect spaceships.
You are assured that they're all clean girls.
Yeah, you can't get space herpes only affects ships.
Oof.
That's in a movie.
So
Ice
much
pirates.
So much for me getting a freebie.
Yeah. So in fact, unfortunately, but when you finish obviously when you finish talking, they get completely the wrong idea of what you're asking. Goes, well, that sort of thing costs extra, and say it'll charge you 30 for that.
All right, Deckard goes away for a couple hours.
Why is Hibbity using his?
I'm not doing anything. I was just checking something because I've got that thing that gives +2 to damage for Anis weapons.
Okay. Okay. So basically, the other thing if anyone's interested, obviously you've got the ship, but if you fancy a change of location, there's the Lowry Hotel. Just so you know, the rooms. If anyone's interested in getting a hotel room, their rooms are actually 7 foot by 3 foot by 3 foot cubicles.
That'll barely hold him.
The locals refer to them as coffins, and they run at $50 a night. Come with an entertainment monitor, and that's it.
Yeah.
Suddenly, my $30 room seems like a good deal.
No, that's only
Jinx is going to work on.
It's only for a couple of hours. Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry.
Okay. Jinx is going to look around see about trying to pick up a contract to haul stuff away from here.
Or maybe a couple of minutes in Deckard's case.
Hey.
What have you heard?
I'm afraid.
And Jinx gets a penny for that?
You keep on thinking I'm Jinx. I'm not Jinx.
Oh, right. Good thing I didn't lose a Benny cursing. I can type it in.
There we go. Anyway, yes, where were we? Let's. So basically, after Jinx is asking around, nothing's come to light yet. But you've talked to you've found out the right people you need to talk to. You've also basically been assured that if anything contracts come up, you will be on the contact list to bid with other people.
More discreet, not just open, but I'll take more discreet contracts as well.
Indeed, no problem at all. But I'm going to say it's the end of the first day. Sorry. I assume. Well, obviously your permit, 5-day permit starts today. Is Roger and Linda heading off to the mine for today, or are you going to start first thing in the morning?
Oh, no way! We're starting today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a business venture. Not a hobby.
Okay. Right. So, where is it?
It's going to be hard to break even on this thing. We got to get right to work.
Okay. It does tell me how much you get in a 12-hour slot, and you've only got 6 hours. Well, you can work the full 12 hours, and you'll be working late into the night, as it were. But that's fine.
Have I located Al yet?
Who's Al?
Al Swearingen, the landlord.
Oh, Swearingen. Get back to you in a second on that one. I've lost it. Keeping feet on the ground, breathing tax, law that thereof, Freeport. I've lost the bloody mining permits.
We've got the mining permits. You don't need them.
Okay. Right. Okay. And then I need to work out how much Ghost Rock is worth. Let me see. Interesting. No, that's not the right book. What's 0.625? Is that an ounce? Okay, should we go for what sounds? I think we'll just go for vigor rolls from Linda and Roger.
Vigor rolls. That's
Yeah,
nasty.
mining's
Linda's all drugged up. Okay. Vigor rolls. Here we go.
Well, mining is a physical task, isn't it? After all.
Okay. Can I Benny that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll Benny that.
Peachy bollocks.
Okay, right. Linda, I'm afraid, doesn't do much today because quite early into the shift, she loses basically her grip on everything and literally finds herself free falling across from one side of the hole to the other, which causes her to upchuck into her spacesuit, and therefore basically she has a very unproductive day. And also obviously sorting out that problem does actually cause problems to Roger as well. And I just still need to
Oh, sorry, Roger.
Savage Worlds, settings, Deadlands Lost Colony, Deadlands Lost Colony PDF. Then I'm going to go Ghost Rock. Obviously, the problem with Ghost Rock, there's an awful lot of it. It's mentioned an awful lot. If I'll get to the bloody... Let's see if I can just find it in the gear section. Well, it's 1,200. I know it's 1,200 credits, but I don't know how much Ghost Rock is. 1,200 credits is. Ghost Rock is 1,200 credits per ounce to buy. So 600. You get 600 credits per ounce. Wow. You say you're not going to break even. That's not true. Strictly true.
Well, it depends upon whether or not we hit any, though.
That is very true.
Roger, I'll be better. I'll do better tomorrow. Sorry.
I may just let you drift and clean up your own mess tomorrow.
Okay, here we go. I wasn't expecting anyone to go do mining, so I'm having to.
Oh.
Not exactly the recreational activity, right?
Exactly. Okay.
You gotta explore. How often do you get to go in the hole?
Okay. At the end of the after hang on, 6-hour shift. So at the end of your first day, the two of you have successfully. Well, actually, do you want to do full 6 hours, or do you want to work through the night on a 12 hours shift, as it were?
No, just 6 hours, especially since we're going to be spending so much time cleaning up.
Okay.
Getting the vom out of the suit.
Indeed. What I need to do is go. Well, I'll put it in the party sheet for ease, but obviously it's up to you guys to 3 ounces of Ghost Rock by the end of the first day.
Holy mackerel!
That's not too shabby.
No, that's not bad at all.
Maybe we should all get to this new adventure, become miners.
Everybody in the mines. I was just thinking that we should actually bring weapons to this. Fly back and forth. It's a hell of a market.
Well,
Oh, you're thinking about a smuggling operation?
Well, yeah, until he told me about his dealio where he lowers prices.
Jinx also did discover the right people to talk to if you want to buy stuff on the black market as part of his business dealings earlier. So Jinx has found out people to talk to if you want to bring weapons in. Yes.
I have a feeling they're going to charge an arm and a leg too.
Charge him an arm and leg first.
Well, now that I know that we're actually succeeding at Ghost Rock, I can't wait for day 2, even though day 1 went so badly.
Okay.
We're in the money. Good job, Roger.
Did anyone tell me about Ghost Town?
Ghost Town is literally basically Frank Lowry was going to be the second tent city, but Lowry ran out of money before it got any further than building. They started building the foundations, and obviously after he stole the gun and shot himself, basically it was abandoned, and then basically everyone scavenged it for bits.
He stole a gun and shot himself.
Apparently,
if I was a more intelligent Anouk, I might think that sounded a bit dodgy.
Well, he was broke at the time, so he couldn't afford to buy a gun. I do need to go back to from your
I'm going to go to the casino and see if I can make any money in there.
So, okay, Morgana, back on the ship, what are you up to? I saw your message. There was no response to what you said.
Then I would continue to move towards her and see if she lets me approach.
Okay, you get to the cockpit, and obviously you know how the ship works. You know it's fairly easy. It's you know how the ship layout is. There's no way to get past you as far as you could see. But when you get to the cockpit, no one's there.
Damn. Well, and I go back to MacGyvering a super sensitive, like.
Have a notice check as you walk back towards your back to the engine room.
Anybody there?
Yep.
Okay.
Is anybody out there?
Yeah, this is what I was listening to the other day. When I was listening to the stream. Kevin's sitting there saying something, and no one speaks.
Just not if you can hear me.
You spoke.
Is there anyone at home?
He was the only one speaking, I think.
That's
right.
Typical. I'm running my mouth all the time.
Anyway, at the end of the at the end of a long, hard day for a couple of you, and sort of interesting information gathering days from the others, you all find yourself in the Busted Thruster Saloon.
Oh.
It seems it's basically basically people are here spending their hard-earned wages and all sorts.
There's gravity, right?
Yeah, there's gravity here.
Yes, there is gravity. Can I have notice checks, please?
Okay.
That would have been too easy, wouldn't it, to actually put the links in?
Let's see.
Who did Deadlands Lost
Where
Colony
are you?
conversion?
Sorry?
Who did the Deadlands Lost Colony conversion?
Oh, some useless so and so.
Was it you?
Yeah.
You didn't put the links in.
No, I've obviously, as time goes by, things have changed, and nowadays when obviously doing things sort of for Pathfinder sort of means I going back and doing things. So in Pathfinder, if there's an image related to an NPC, I now attach the link to the image inside the description of the NPC.
Yeah, I've been doing that as well. It's the best way of doing it. Yeah.
It is. Yeah. And I just, obviously, I wasn't doing that back when I made this one. But I find actually the best thing I can ever do is actually play the products I've used, because then I go back and tweak them. So anyway, let's see. We've got.
Go up and tweak this one because I want to play this one. Yeah. Want to GM it?
There's nothing.
Go and tweak
There's nothing wrong. This is I haven't actually found anything wrong other than the lack of encounters. I suppose I need to go back through and add all the encounters in. She starts decaying now. Fair enough. So I'm just, someone's obviously not being separate from everyone else, so it's requiring me to type things.
The Deckard and Morgana are back at the ship.
No, I'm with you at the bar. I've been hanging out up the stairs at the brothel the whole time.
All right, on the map, you're back at the ship.
Oh, I don't know about that, but yeah. Okay.
I didn't notice. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. The notice checks. Basically, as the reason you notice, basically, a pale bald woman enters. She has a stylized tattoo of a cruciform dagger and wears heavy leather goggles. By her side is a pack of the worst-looking specimens of humanity outside of a colonial prison you've ever seen. She's carrying a Mark IV pistol, but her men appear to be armed to the teeth with scatterguns and wicked-looking knives. The reason you really notice them is one of them has a submachine gun slung across his back.
Oh, jeez.
Known to be highly illegal in Widowmaker. The group clears a table, sits down, and orders a round of drinks.
I'm going to go to the bartender and say, you know who they are.
That's what she looks like.
Looks like the Grand Inquisitor.
So forehead tattoos are just generally a sign that you've given up on integrating with society as a whole.
Well, she's a psyker, so that alone tells you some interesting things.
I'm going to ask the bartender, do you know who they are?
Jinx gets to make a common knowledge roll.
I'm not Jinx.
Whether you want to share this with the others is up to you, but Jinx, you recognise as Lieutenant Lopez, a former member of the Psychic Legion's Killer Angels. Lopez, along with 12 members of the squad, went AWOL during the assault on Castle Rock. Not only that, but they massacred the troops and officers with them. X4 slapped a high bounty on each member of the renamed Fallen Angels soon after.
Okay.
That's before you can do anything else. Actually, I've got a picture of her as well. Let's see. There's the picture of her. Damn it!
But this all happening before he gets to ask at the bar what a.
Well, this is all happening while you're trying to get to the while he's trying to get to the bar. Obviously, it's quite crowded this time of day. Everyone likes to it's everyone's trying to order stuff. As you get to the bar, you glance back to check around, and someone else enters into the bar.
It's the marshal. Yeah, knew it.
Bunch of poopies about to go down.
Yep.
And she does only have one arm, as per the illustration.
Well, she's not completely harmless.
Oh,
I know. It's a bad joke.
So the fallen angels are what, mercenaries now, or?
Well, yes, criminals, bounties, yeah, outlaws. I couldn't think of the right word. Anyway, the marshal then goes, Lieutenant I can't say, Lieutenant Lopez, aka Des, aka Lilith. You and your crew are under arrest for disturbing the peace and violating Widowmaker's weapon laws. On a personal note, I hope you make this difficult. You killed several of my friends at Castle Rock.
Well, she's obviously a badass marshal then.
Lilith looks up from the table almost bored and motions offhandedly at her crew. The pirates immediately draw their weapons and start to move to intercept Winslow.
Well, I'm on the side of the law.
Do we have a map for this?
Yeah,
No, this
my
will be...
little hindrance will not let me see this one out. So,
for the record, I spent a fair bit of time earlier desperately trying. You know, if anyone finds a decent space bar, not a cantina that's purely too Star Warsy for look, you know what I mean? But an actual space bar map, then
Well, the whole
will be my best friend for
the whole looks kind of like a space bar. We can all be seated around it.
True. 5, 6. Okay, so I need to. What I do need to do is delete all tokens off this map because I want you guys. Yeah, we are. This would be just a combat token. You know what I mean? Not combat token. You know what I mean? Combat tracker. Okay. Yeah, to intervene.
Theater of the mind.
Theater of the mind. Yeah.
Okay, so pirate. Okay, so one of the pirates reaches up and basically points his scattergun.
Before this happens, Linda wants to step in front of the sheriff and say, "There's no reason for this to get crazy in here," and basically puts her body in between the gunman and the sheriff.
Well, unfortunately, you're acting down on the 4 of spades, so you'll either have to move yourself
up.
Oh.
Where is that? I need to find that.
But you can as a free action you can shout it. But actually,
what is going on with my rolls? Right, hang on. I'm gonna put a Benny on that card and get.
Where's my? I'm trying to find the combat tracker.
I tell you what.
There it is.
Yeah, I was going to say, right, from a targeting perspective, there's something.
So I can spend a Benny to do that, and what does it do? It does it give me a new card, or
you spend a Benny to draw another card? Yes.
Oh, I'm not going to do that. Sorry, that everybody's got cards that are too good. Oh, and Himini just stole one of the jokers.
Can I trade my card for his?
Where are these bad guys? On the map.
You know what? Actually, there's an
edge that allows you to do that.
A tactician edge. Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, anyway, Himini
it's okay.
does.
It's okay. It doesn't matter.
No, Himini does get to interrupt, but as it stands at the moment, the marshal's just been hit with a scattergun.
Well, I'm going to interrupt.
You get to interrupt freely. I'm just going to roll the damage so it's out there and done with. Do you know what I mean? So, okay. Doesn't mean that's what's going. Yeah. So Himini decides to interrupt.
Okay, so I'm going to walk up to I can't. Are they on the combat tracker? How many of them are within range of me killing them with sweep?
Right. Well, it's interesting because it's all very well. They give you rules for templates, don't they? But they don't give you rules for sweep.
Everyone in basically in range all around me.
We're going to call that a small burst template, shall we? That seems the fairest way to do that. Which I do believe means it is, one of these days I'll remember, templates without miniatures. 2 targets on a small burst template. Oh, I need that.
Are they what? Are they not? They're not all stood together, then, they?
When there are
Well,
rules.
they're all kind of crowded around the table. So I
Yeah.
mean, unless you're standing on the table, you're not going to hit more than two of them.
Yeah. Basically, I'm using the templates without miniatures rule right now, and I'm deeming your sweep is going. I'm deeming it is you can hit 2 targets. To just target number 6, who's going to shoot the marshal and someone else, and then do your attack. So I'm going to say then you get to hit the fastest 2 pirates. So there you go. I've targeted them for you. Make your sweep attack.
Okay.
Because they are all still getting up from the table. So as you push in, these are the first 2 you get to hit.
Yeah, I'm not having that.
You hit them both. Roll the damage. Okay, you incapacitate the pirate that was going to successfully shoot the marshal.
Look at that. Oh.
And you incapacitate another one of the pirates. Nicely done. Okay, Morgana is on hold.
Then I'll pass my turn. Oh.
Rocky's up. Shut up. You know what the rules are. If you act out of turn, I have.
Docs go.
Go.
Right.
It should be noted at this point, Lilith is still sitting at the table and not doing anything so far.
Well, that's just because she drew a low card. I imagine that she's going to start. All right. So, I'm probably better off just taking out one of the pirates. So I'll target pirate number 3 with my shotgun.
Okay, targeted for you.
Oh, you did it? All right.
I did it.
You did it. What am I rolling? Shooting.
No, you shouldn't roll shooting. You should be rolling from the combat tab.
Yeah, you should be rolling from the combat tab because obviously then you'd have rolled your scattergun, which would have given you +2 to hit, which would have been a 4.
Yeah.
It would have actually been a hit, not a miss.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Would it be +3 actually?
Yes,
I keep forgetting that I have a laser sight. Goofy
Okay,
as it
you
is. No raise though? Okay. Yeah, I'm assuming it's short range, is that right?
Yeah, it's short range.
Okay, because if it's not, I don't know if I'll be shooting long range in the
No, it's absolutely fine.
middle of a bar with a shotgun.
It's a close combat fight in a bar.
Oh, come on. Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That one goes down. Smack. Okay, Lilith. Lilith sits there. The Marshal attempts to stun one of the pirates.
With a gun?
You can test. Yeah, shoots a stun at the...
Stun or kill? She sounded pretty bitter.
Well, yeah, but she is a cop. She has to try and bring him in alive.
She's principled.
Deckard, you're up. Yeah, it's called. You can hint to the party using.
Didn't the stunner stun it? What's the stunner do?
Yeah, doesn't he have to make a vigor check or fall down kind of thing?
Yeah, I don't know why it had a D6 in there. If I'm honest. Vigor roll at -2. I don't know what I'm playing at now. I'm being stupid. Yep, he's stunned.
Yay! One person less for us to have.
Yeah, good.
I'm quite happy now. I've just killed 2 people, so I'm in a good mood now.
Yes.
My bloodlust is sated. I might be nice to John Smith if I see him.
Okay, so for 3 points, I'm going to drop Havoc on all of these guys. Am I going to, in that large blast template, do I need to
Large blast.
spend,
If a large blast template hits 4 targets.
and will I need to spend another for selective? I will
Yes.
if I need to.
Yes.
It's a DM call.
Yeah, I would say in a bar, yes, you would. So I'm going to let you drop Havoc on the.
And I was going to let you target simply because you're running the show, Theater of the
There you
Mind.
go.
So
Yep. Yeah, one of them is actually stunned at this point, but obviously the Havoc can still affect them.
does Raise do me any good?
Well, it's only a -2 on their strength roll if you get the raise. That's the only difference.
All right. Well, we're coming up against it. I'll spend a penny.
Okay. Oh, we're out of time anyway, so we'll end it on this round, I'm afraid.
Yeah, nothing. So,
Okay, vigor roll, strength rolls on all of them. Well, the stun guy automatically fails. Do you want to roll your 2d6?
me? Yeah. Well, they're all distracted.
No, he's a stunned guy gets knocked back automatically, is what it means, so he hasn't got to do a vigor roll.
They get. I thought they got blasted into the distance.
Yeah. That can't explain 10 inches. Okay, they're all going to hit walls. So first, the stun guy smacks into the wall for 6 points of damage, which does nothing to him. The second guy smacks into a wall, doing 3 points of damage to him. Third guy gets smacked into a wall, doing 8 points of damage.
Ooh.
Just not enough.
Nice.
Yeah. And the last pirate, yeah, but they're all distracted. Okay, Roger, you're up.
Well, Lilith hasn't stepped up yet, so I think I'm just going to start shooting some of these other pirates. I will shoot the one on the 9 of Hearts.
Yep, go for it. He's stunned, for the record. Okay, you hit with a raise. Okay, that's the end of that.
Oh, he was the stunned one? I'm sorry, I would have shot number 7. I didn't realize he was stunned. My mistake.
That's okay. What I shall do is I shall retcon it and stun number 7 instead. It's the easiest way to do that, isn't it?
Sorry about that.
That's absolutely fine. And then we get to Jinx.
Okay. I will not as an action, knock a table over, dive cover, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will peek up and take a look and concentrate.
Okay.
Yeah, Jinx knows what's coming, doesn't he? You can see the future.
I believe the children are our future.
It's like we just got into a room, started shooting stormtroopers, and Darth Vader's sitting at the table.
They need to make a vigor check.
Okie dokie.
And I'm going to pay for lingering damage. I don't think there's a boost. Ooh, yay. Raise. Is there any benefit from a raise?
Doing to Marshall Katie Winslet.
He's not doing anything to Master Katie Winslet. There's no.
Oh,
There's
okay.
No visual,
Tell them what you're talking about.
there's no. Exactly. There is no visual indication. There's no. The trappings have no effect.
Operating on the sly.
Okay. She grunts in. Crazy Wizard suddenly grunts in pain and looks at Lilith, going, "Your mind tricks won't work on me, bitch!" And she staggers backwards and then basically.
Can you put an effect on her to mark her as taking lingering damage?
Oh yes, lingering damage. Thank you.
Did Jinx target the Marshal or Lilith?
Jinx did not.
Jinx didn't do anything. What are you talking about?
I ducked
I'm
for
confused.
cover.
Jinx ducked. Jinx duck.
All we saw was
dived
Jinx
under.
get behind a table for some reason.
Yeah, Jinx dived under a table. That's
We didn't
what
see
happened.
the other stuff. Yeah.
Nothing else happened. Don't know what you're on about. Okay. The pirate number 5 is very confused at the moment. He's going to shoot at the Katie Marshall and miss. The Doc is going to fire his heavy revolver at pirate number 5, going. Hey!
I am what?
John Smith.
John Smith.
Acting.
Did I say Doc? I meant John Smith. Sorry, I saw the D.
It's like, yeah, I get an extra turn. I don't get to use it.
John Smith jumps up and goes, "Die!"
Wow, that's a good shot.
He takes aim and basically gives the pirate a third eye hole.
Nice.
Down goes the pirate. That brings us to Linda.
I'll look over at John and go, "Nice shooting."
Linda's gonna hobble as many pirates as she can, including Lilith, using a massive entangle. She's going to boost. I don't know how much of an area of effect I need to do. I assume it's like a large area of effect to get as many as I can.
You can. You. This is where you can revert metagame it. Okay, so one pirate stunned. So there's a total of 3 bad guys left. So if you metagame it, right? If you want to ignore the stun guy, you can get away with a small blast template that affects 2 people. If you want to affect all 3 of them, it's a medium blast template. See, this is where you can sort of do some interesting metagaming, if you know what I mean. Because there's only
what if I want to get the 3 plus Lilith? Can I pull that off?
Lilith
with a large template?
Lilith's included in the 3. There's 2 pirates and Lilith.
Oh,
left.
perfect. Okay, I'll take medium then.
Okay.
So plus fatigue. That's 6.
Lilith then. Because no one else has done.
She's the pirate, right?
I'm just saying she was with these guys, but she's been sat at the table doing nothing so far as any of you can tell. I'm just clarifying you.
Well, I trust her about as much as I trust Jinx right now. So,
but you've got no reason to distrust Jinx.
I didn't say I did. Okay, so 2 plus 3 plus 2, 7. Plus hinder is 8, and do I need to do selective?
Yes.
Okay, so that's 9. So I'm going to do an entangle. I'll do that now. Let me subtract the points. That's a pretty big spell. Here we go. Hopefully this will fire off. Not very well. Let's do that again. Oh my God, that's not right.
You're still feeling the effects of that 0G upchuck earlier, I'm afraid.
Okay, I'll take that. Oh, that's still not a success. Why do I have a -1? I'm fatigued still? Am I literally still fatigued?
Well, you haven't had your hour's rest. It takes an hour's rest to remove a point of fatigue, and obviously you haven't had your hour's rest since you.
Okay, how about now?
Yeah, you're fine. You don't feel great, and you keep flipping between 0G and here. So yeah, you're absolutely fine.
Well, I was trying to drink a lot of alcohol before this fight.
Righty-ho.
Okay, anyhow, I think I succeeded finally.
You did indeed. So you are targeting pirate number 7. You're targeting Lilith,
and
you.
By the way, when I do this, I stand up. And I'm very demonstrative, and I tell everybody, behave yourselves. And I'm standing up.
Okay. What extras did you put on?
Linda took the school teacher hindrance.
I added fatigue, I added hinder, and I meant to make it strong. I'm not sure I paid enough to make it strong. 2 plus 3 for area of effect, that's 5. Plus 2 is 7. Plus 1. Oh, geez, I'm not sure I added this right.
You said you got
And
9.
I would
You
add
spent.
strong too. I would add strong too. I missed that one at the bottom. It was not on. It was scrolled off.
That's
So
absolutely fine.
basically everything I could, I added, which was fatigue and hinder and strong.
Okie dokie.
But I'll do my costs again to make sure I get it right. Oh, I only needed medium. That's why. So 4, 6, 7, 8, and then 10. So actually, it's 10.
Okie dokie.
So, but I did all. Yeah. There we go.
Okay. So at this point, the last pirate is entangled up by the gauze the nanobots created. So he is going to make a strength check to attempt to break free and fail miserably. At which point, Lilith's rather upset that someone just decided to entangle her, so she's going to come off hold and now get involved in the fight. She was quite prepared to sit out of. But someone attacked her. Okay. Well, actually,
Who attacked her? I'm just keeping the peace.
True. I'll give you that one. Okay, so it's also a nice way to cliffhang it. So, 1 PowerPoint air effect makes it 4 for a large burst template, which means it can affect up to 4 targets. So, from that perspective, then Lilith is going to target the Marshal. Definitely going to target Linda because Linda just happened to attack her. I do believe the Doc used his shotgun to kill one of her crew. And Himini also actively attacked, didn't you, Himini?
No, my weapon did it on its own.
Don't forget John Smith.
Oh yeah, John Smith as well. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, John Smith's number 5, so alas, I can't select him, alas, because she can only affect up to 4 of the map.
He can have my spot. You can have Linda's spot.
No. I will give you a penny for attempting that, though. That was very good. Okay.
Thank you. Can use that.
4 points of 4, 6. Yeah, I'm gonna hit you with. I'll hit you with a 6-point confusion, which is successful. That means you are all distracted and vulnerable.
Do we roll anything, or just that's the way it is?
You do get a smarts check.
Okay, I get a +2 for my calculating. I can avoid penalties up to 2. I don't know if that affects this or not. For calculating.
No, it won't. But it's just a straightforward
smart
check. It's just straightforward.
Check. Let's see.
Smarts check.
Okay.
Annoying. Smarts, where are you? Oh, not bad.
I've done a 4. I succeeded.
You have succeeded. The Marshal's succeeded. So Himini is not targeted. The Marshal's not targeted. Linda resists. And where's the Doc?
But the fatigue is automatic, is it?
No, fatigue is only if you get affected. So I'm taking that fatigue off you because you resisted it.
Ah, brilliant.
Okay, well that's the Doc is not affected. So that cost me 6 power points. So that's 6 power points off her, and that's where we shall leave it.
You're not going to go to the next round.
It's still the next round, just for the sake of it.
So I can get another Joker. Oh, yes, I did get another Joker.
Chamber start with new bennies next round.
Then we get new bennies next round. Oh, yes. Or do we keep them? Yeah, I suppose we better keep what we got on it.
Technically, you'll have to keep what you got, but we shall leave it there. I hope you enjoyed that. Had some interesting moments at the start there, and
very good.
Yeah.
Okay, an angry
Quite a variety.
Played. Hero joined the fight.
I did my advance as well. Yeah. So.
Oh, what from last time? Yeah. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Now I'm going to have to sit here and add this lot in. You just made this fight huge. I'm going to have to find a map before next week, aren't I?
No, you can still do it. Just
Oh,
Okay.
reinforcements.
All right,
Okay.
everyone's playing their little adventure cards before the crap hits the fan, are they? Right. I haven't got. I know nothing useful.
Oh, that's interesting. So if I play a card now, the effect will carry forward.
Yeah. I had
Is
it.
that
I had
true?
it one session. They played reinforcements, and then the opposite of reinforcements. Here comes the cavalry, or whatever it was. So you had the bad guys got allies, the good guys got allies, and then
Okay.
someone did it again. They got a free reroll or whatever, a new card, and they got another Here Comes the Cavalry. So we got like an army. It was quite interesting.
Okay, well, Linda's playing a couple cards then. And I'll play that against Lilla.
Time for ending of the stream. Thank you for watching.
Actually, I would say hold on to those for next time.
Oh, we're not getting new cards? Oh, okay.
We won't till after the combat. No, typically when the combat continues.
Oh, okay. Well, I can actually play Riled Up now, I think.
Yes, but I won't remember you have. That's the thing.
Okay.
There's a difference.
The stream is over. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.
But then Jinx played peace, so maybe half full.